What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats experience, and I am Arthur Moats, and we got plenty that we're going to talk about today. I mean, anytime we get the weekend, the way that weekend was, and all the different rumors and things popping up, it's always fun to come back and, react to it, talk about it. Man, we also, had some import and export, taking place in terms of the in-house Steelers goods, man, releasing a guy, but also making a hire as well to the coaching staff. Going to talk about both of those situations, man. I'm excited about, both of them pretty much, man. But, it was a good weekend, man. And shout out to all the lovers out there. We know it was Valentine's Day. Hopefully y'all enjoyed your weekend. I know I did. It was a good time. I got my love sick shirt on. You know what I'm saying? There was so much just love going around. Just so much. Oh, I love you. I'm happy to see you. Oh, take the cards and candy and all that. Now we got to get back to the edginess, to the ball. All right. But it was a solid weekend, man. I don't know what y'all did. Shout out to the people that did, get active out there, man. Was, doing different things. But we ended up, went to a girls high school basketball game on Friday night. Shout out to the little lady hoopers out there, South Fayette Lady Lions. If you know, they was out there getting big boy buckets. So that was a vibe. Let's see what else we did. Went to the movies. All right. Shout out to Heart Eyes. All right. Nice little Valentine's Day thriller for the lovers in the building. All right. So that was definitely a vibe as well. It's like, hey, man, can't complain. And other than that, man, just kicking back, looking at this surprise snow we got up here in the 412. Shout out to that as well. I mean, shoot, you go to sleep, you thinking it's about to be smooth sailing outside. Wake up, you like, bro, it's snowy out here today, man. I ain't signing for this today. All right. But, I ain't gonna never complain about the weather though, man, because like I said, learned my weather life, or got my weather reps up in Buffalo. All right, so little bit different type of situation, but respect it out. Oh, shout out to Rod Dolly. He said he went and saw Captain America. Man, that joint was playing I think they had 30 different movie times available for Captain America at the theater we went to last night, man. I was like, God, dog, I mean, I get it. It's a big movie. It's blockbuster, but yeah, literally was 30 different times. Started this one in 15 minutes. You can see the 3D one in 15 minutes after that. You can go back and see the regular one, but this can be in theater 2, theater 4, and theater 8. I was like, yo, God, dog. But shout out to the Captain America people though, man. I will go check that out at some point. My problem is this. Me, my wife, and my son me, my oldest, and my son are the only ones that really rock with the Marvel stuff like that. So trying to get the group, as in wifey and middle girl, to go with us, a little bit tough of a sell. So I usually watch that one on a solo tip. All right, but like I said, man, we gonna get in there. I gotta definitely gotta check that out though, man. So shout out to that, man. Oh, and Kenneth Moses said the homie TG out in P-Town tonight. Oh, and listen, if TG out in P-Town tonight, he for certain gonna be late. All right. Hopefully my dog having a good time. We will be talking to him at 9:00 tonight. Looking forward to that. Because like I said, man, we had some imports and some exports taking place this weekend. Man, gotta ask him his thoughts on all those things moving and shaking. And also, I mean, it's always speculation city, right? It's always speculation city, man. I feel like every time I open up my phone, I'm like, oh, all right, that's the new guy we linked to. Okay, all right. All right, that's another guy that now this makes sense because that makes sense because of this. All right, now you got them to say it doesn't because of that and that. And now you just play it which way you want to go. But what I will say is this, man. Still's got a lot of cash on deck right now, baby. Still's got a lot of cash on deck. And it looked like they loading up for something. We're going to talk about it. They for certain loading up for something, though. All right. So they ain't just clear all this money up, get this big bag just to sit on it. And we don't have anybody that I think is willing or that we would pay to take enough of this bag. So we about to do something. I just don't know what it is just yet, but that's what we're going to find out, man. That's what we're going to have all these different conversations on. And like I said, man, that is the fun part about this time of year because of, the amount of information that is available, but at the same time isn't available. You just start picking and choosing which storyline you want to run with, what makes sense. And, obviously you follow that almighty dollar as well, because that's always going to let us know what the situation is, man. But, it was a good vibe that weekend though, man. Definitely was a good time, man. Oh, I also forgot Man, shout out to the certified lover boy. It couldn't be a Valentine's Day without talking about the guy, the boy. Man, we got that Drake and Party Next Door album, man. I don't know if y'all heard it just yet. I was bumping it a couple times this weekend, man. I needed me a little lover slash R&B slash give me a little couple gangster bars in there. You know what I'm saying? It was the perfect little vibe for the weekend, man. I don't know if y'all liked it or not, but if you did, let me know in the comment section, man. And of course, hit that like button if you're just pulling up, new to the channel, subscribe, of course. But yeah, man, I was like, yo, we got a little Drake album this weekend, man. Shoot, I wasn't even expecting that. No, I knew he did I know he did the little advertising, little promo for it, but I was like, all right, it won't have bad. I was digging it. All right, I needed me some just R&B. I just wanted me some R&B with a couple hard bars in there. All right, that's what I was looking for. Oh, Rod Dollar said he on that Jacquees and the Dej Loaf. All right. Okay. Salute to that. And I see you, Hannibal. Shout out to you, always being in the building. He says, peace, Moats, and the chat fam. We survived the weekend. Now, salute on that. Not everybody can say they survived the weekend, man. So you never take it for granted. We survived it. And if you're up here with me, that means we're not incarcerated. I mean, we all was able to, do our due diligence, make it back safely and responsibly. So salute to each and every one of y'all for that as well. Oh, DC53 said he's waiting on that Heartbreak by Kodak. Okay. I could dig it. Okay. Like I said, I'm liking it, man. And shout out to X Concept. Says Most here with the Monday vibes. Yeah, baby. This what we on, man. We prime time city. Monday, Wednesday, 8 p.m.s or 8:15 if baby girl got her little basketball practice. Since it was the holiday out here. I don't know if y'all celebrate the holiday, President's Day and everything like that. But yeah, they ain't have school, so she had a little early practice. All right. So we was able to, start at 8 o'clock like regular time. But shout out. But yeah, man, this the vibe, man. This is what I want to carry all throughout the off season. And then obviously once the regular season hits, this will give everybody plenty of time to make it, from wherever they are and whatever they're doing, to get in here for these lives. And that way, man, we can keep having a blast with it, man, because it's not just about the content that, I'm providing and obviously my analysis on it, but also, man, we think about the community that y'all got, man, this chat, the way that Mike T, Jay Farrell, DC53, Rod Dolly, y'all pull up dang near every time, man. Jar Devil, come on, man. Where y'all be in here talking to each other, Craig Ellis, 900 Juice and Company, man. That's the other part to make the show a straight vibe. So, we got to keep that thing rolling the way that it is. Yes, indeed. And shout out to Jay 2 times too, man. He says, what's up, Moats? Germany back in the building. Nah, salute to you on that. And it's funny you said Germany back in the building, man. Like I said, we'll start the show in a little bit like we normally do, but I'm still on the front end right now. See, this is usually, in the back in the day, we used to be like, yo, you got a deep thought. But now, like I said, we had to pivot. It's like that sometimes. It's all right. But like I said, when we were on the front part, so you said Germany, man, they had me thinking of my little guy, man, going to tuck him in it was Friday night. He's like, yo, Dad, I want to take a trip. So I'm like, yo, where you want to go? Which, I'm always down to travel, Daddy. Yo, talk to me. My man said, I want to go to Europe. I was like, what? Where did this come from? Usually my beach boy, put the sand in your toes. Little man said, you want to go to Europe. So I started looking. I'm like, okay. I started looking at Germany. All right. Berlin looked pretty cool. Okay. I was checking it out. Then I was obviously looking at Rome, had to check out, that type of place, Greece and stuff. So, all my European folk out there, anybody that's traveled to Europe, let me know some cool spots, man, for the family, man. Like I said, I'm flirting with the concept. I likes to travel. I have never been to Europe before, but little man said, yo, Dad, I want to go to Europe. So I need to come up with a nice European plan / all right, these are some of the hot places that we could go. So that way I could sell it to the boss. The boss, his wife. Yeah, all right. Got to make sure wifey is open to the Europe trip. All right. So if y'all know wifey, man, and y'all see her, man, flood her messages. All right. Flood her DMs, man. Hit her up on the socials or something like that. All right. But yeah, selling you up on her, man. All right. But yeah, man, we've been talking about Europe, man. So I'm like, yo, we need to check it out, bro. Oh, Ireland for the game next year, Most. Respect on that. Good call. That's actually a possibility right there. Okay. Shout out to Ireland. Okay. X Concept says, yeah, you're going to see you in Ireland. All right. J 2 times says Munich is the best place. You're going to like the Bavarian food. Okay. All right. I could dig that. Definitely could dig that. Okay. Oh, and I do see a couple of supers that are coming in here on the front end as well, man. Definitely get to y'all once we start the show officially. This is just the warm up, all right? We just, vibing out. Norway to be exact. Okay, so I was looking at Amsterdam as well. I like how Amsterdam was looking. Every time I was looking at the pictures, the little like those little like rivers or whatever. I don't even know what you call them, little like canals they have over there, man. Yeah, I was like, yo, Amsterdam look kind of look a little vibey out there, all right? So, but I've never been to Amsterdam, know anybody that's in there. So I'm like, yo, who knows about Amsterdam? Educate your boy on it. And if it's a fireplace to go to, Ireland, that's what they saying. I see you, Kenneth Moses. It says Ireland could be the spot. Okay. Mike T funny. He said, yo, don't tell these fools to hop in the wifey DM. Hey, look, that's one of them things where you just throw it out there. But, man, you ain't worried about that, man, because at the end of the day, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, everything takes care of itself. If you're not, then, hey, man, it's up. You know what it is, man, all right? And the universe is the universe. And the universe is the universe on top of that, too, man, all right? So you just got to live your best life, man, and pray that everything goes well, all right? Yeah. But you never know, man. You be seeing some people looking for earrings and the fancy cars with dudes nowadays, man. You got to be careful out here in these streets, fellas, all right? Hey. But let's see. Craig Ellis also brought up Italy. Okay. Kenneth Moses says Amsterdam is the place where you want to go if you get your research on. All right. Okay. And no, X Concepts, there won't be an upper room private jet to Ireland. All right. Maybe we'll do like the group race. All right. We'll just get everybody that's in the chat that want to go to Ireland for the game. We just go all fly there together, man. Big party plane type vibes. All right. Jeez. Let's get it, man. But shout out to y'all, man, that are here with me tonight, man. Salute to each and every one. And hey, shout out to David Dupree, aka DD Smalls. Y'all show the homie some love as well, man. Been powering through on the behind the scenes tip these past couple of weeks, man. Make sure everything is flowing smooth through the transition. So salute to DD Smalls in the building, man. But let's start the show like how we always do, baby. Let me know in the comment section where you're tuning in from, so that way I can give you them big boy shout outs to start today's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Oh, I see you, Jerry Kirkland, rocking out in Petersburg, VA. Salute. The homie Broderick Pritchard in St. Louis, Missouri. Ooh, Stan Clare says he went at mine, Prague. I did see people talking about Prague. I did see that, man. All right, okay. Oh, now Bali and Fiji, man. You bougie, man. Now, those like the 24-hour flight joints right there, though. So I do got to remember that part. All right. But I like some of these recommendations. During Pittsburgh Steelers for life in the 559, Visalia, California. Shout out to Visalia. Jay Farrell in the 213, Koreatown, California. Ain't knows how to party. You already know. All right. X Concepts rocking out in the 724, Claridge, PA. And he says, Preston Smith released, ? Larry O next. Not so fast, my friend. We gonna get to that. You be trying to get in the show notes, man. Look, y'all got to stop trying to jump in the show notes. All right. It's a topic. All right, we're gonna get to it, but don't you rush this, man. We're gonna let this thing let's cook a little bit. All right, we just turned the oven on. That's it, man. Or just turn the stove on. All right, we just letting that water boil a little bit. It's starting to simmer a little bit. We're gonna get there though. Let's see. Justin Gordon rocking out in West Adams, Los Angeles, the 213. Shout out. And John L in the 304, Morgantown, West Virginia says, what's good, fam? Well, salute to you. What's good, player? Heather Dope in the 717, Central PA. And of course, J 2 times in the 089, Munich. There is no better place than home. And I believe that is a pretzel. Is Munich the home of the pretzels? The home of the pretzel? Because I love me a pretzel now, especially one of them big soft pretzels like that, bro. Oh, man, don't you tease me with a good time now. Y'all have me in Germany eating all the pretzels, all right? I'm a pretzel guy. I love me a pretzel, man. It's like my thing. I didn't even like pretzels until I was like 35. 34, 35 years old. Like first time I ate like a real let me see like a pretzel, all right? Not the Auntie Anne's joint either. It's like a regular pretzel. Yeah. I was like anti-pretzel, man. But now freaking love pretzels, man. All right, so salute to that. And the boy Fades rocking out in Boise, Idaho. Shout out to you. Shout out to Boise, Idaho. And shout out to Aston Genty, Boise State. I was watching him again earlier. I was working out. And I was like, yo, let me just put some RBs on, man. I was watching him. I was watching Dylan Sampson again. And I was watching Ali Gordon. All right, shout out to Ali Gordon. Oklahoma State had to pull up. I was like, yo, man, I forgot about the homie. But I forgot on the final live that we had Thursday, somebody had brought up, Ollie Gordon. I was like, man, let me make sure I tap in and, spend a little time watching him a little bit. But yeah, man. So, anytime I see Boise now, I'm just Ashton. All right. But shout out to you though. All right. Shout out to you. Let me get a sip and then let's start tapping in. And shout out to the homie Cody James. Cody James, man, first off, you can't just be missing and taking extended periods of time. You never know what might happen, man. The show changed, all right? And we blame you, Cody. Okay, I'm going to tell you now. We all blame you. It was a standoff. Deke was like, bro, I'm not staying unless Cody James comes back on the live. And I waited. I was like, Cody, come on, Cody James, Cody. Where you at, Cody? Cody! Everybody in the chat was looking for you, Cody. DC53 was looking for you, Cody. The homie Kel was looking for you, Cody. Jay Farrell was like, yo, I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to drive to find Cody. Everybody was looking for you, Cody, and we just could not find you, man. And unfortunately, Deke was like, man, dang, I guess I got to go solo. So the homie, he's ventured off to expound on, his solo content, man. And we are supportive of his movement. But I just want to let you know, man, we just throwing all that on you. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there right there, Cody. All right. So it's all love, Cody. But yeah, that's what happened. So all that is kind of true, except we blaming you part, Cody. It was just, man, my man was ready to grow more, man. And it's been a great run, 6 years balling out with the homie. But yeah, that's all it was, man. So no ill will or you, but we definitely blaming you though, Cody. All right. So I want you to tell all your homies, whoever you with right now, whoever you going to be with later tonight, you let them know, look, bro, I split the show up, bro. They was looking for me on the live. I wasn't there. All right. I wasn't there. It was my fault. Cody said he can't handle the heat. No, Cody, no. Shout out to Cody, man. I'm blaming Cody, all right? What they say? I'm seeking comfort. Let me seek comfort, man. I point fingers now, all right? Yeah, I'm blaming Cody. I needed a scapegoat. Cody, yeah, thank you, Cody. But salute to you, though, man, being here, man. It's all love from the heart, baby. All love from the heart. All righty. First super, man, we do got the homie Richard R. Beasley. He brought this in a little bit early too, man. He says, happy birthday to my pops, even if he's a Raiders fan. Yikes. Come on, Papa Richard R. Beasley. Come on, OG R. Beasley. Well, first off, happy birthday to you. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it's magical, filled with all the black and gold to make you happy. All right. And well, understand that, since you are older than Richard R. Beasley, maybe you joined the Raiders fan club at a time where they might have been halfway decent. All right. Might have been halfway decent. Long time ago. So we understand that. But other than that, though, Richard R. Beasley's dead. Just make sure that you enjoy your birthday. All right. Salute to you, baby. Salute to you. All right, let's see who else we got in the building with a super chat. The homie John Rye. Shout out to John Rye. He says, Canada booed our national anthem at the hockey game, then got beat. Whoo, child, did they get beat? Dude, they got beat in multiple ways, all right? I synced it with my good eyes. I was like, ooh. I didn't realize, when I seen the score, I was like, oh, all right, look like we won, because me and the homie West, shout out to West, that's my Steelers Nation Radio, that's Steelers Audio Network, co-host, man. We've been rocking out on that show for going on 7 years now, man. Shout out to y'all. I know Rod Dollar, he taps in over there on the SNR vibe, man. Some of y'all obviously do as well, but he's big on the hockey vibe, man. And we were actually talking about that game leading up to it, and we're like, bro, this kind of dope, man. But it's like, dang, man, I kind of like some of the dudes in the Canada side, man, Sid, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think either one of us anticipated the booing of the national anthem, nor did any of us anticipate the belt to butt that took place after that. Them boys said, all right, drop the sticks. We ain't even about to play the first 9 minutes of the game. I'm whooping butt. All right. It was just booty whipping out the booty whipping out the booty whipping. I'm like, hey, bro, get behind this, America. I was in the crib like, oh, say, can you see? Straight up, bro. Straight up. So I was digging it, man. Shout out to Team USA, though, man. Them boys took care of business. Yeah. With the Palminellis and obviously in the old fashioned way of outscoring their opponent, man. So y'all boys say shout out to Carl Lewis. Y'all funny. Yeah, man. It was one of them vibes, man. It was one of them vibes, man. Yep. And yes, Stan Clear, man, make sure everybody is blaming Cody for the show splitting up, all right? Cody said he's good with it, though. Cody is taking accountability. I am seeking comfort, all right? So I needed somebody to blame, and I wanted to blame Cody, all right? So shout out to Cody James, all right? Shout out to Cody. That's the homie, all right? So for anybody for the rest of the show today, just know it was Cody, all right? But we love him. Shout out to Cody. They say you got to change the name, change the Cody's fault for the YouTube channel. He all funny, man. Hey, and Mike T, man, nah, man, the Canadian national anthem doesn't sound weird, man. It's just different because we've only heard the Star Spangled Banner version so many times, all right? But I ain't gonna hold you, man. Playing up in Buffalo, you hear that Canadian national anthem plenty of times being close to the border, or obviously when we play over in Canada. I kind of like the, oh, Canada, oh, Canada. I think that's a vibe part, all right? If I was like Whitney Houston vocals, I would go crazy on that part right there. But the rest of it, I'm like, it's not like us. You know what I mean? Like, I like ours better. But we supposed to be American, all right? Could you imagine if I'd be over here like, yeah, man, I really like that Russian national anthem way more than I like this American. No, we ain't gonna be vibing like that. So come on, man, don't do me like that. Hey. But yeah, man, so shout out to that, all right? Shout out to that. I like the fact that when it comes to sports, especially like we saw in the Olympics, or even in this situation, man, Team USA versus Team Canada, this is when like all the politics get removed. It is just simply USA, all right? It's us versus whoever. I do like that part right there, all right? So shout out, man. All righty. Let's see. Let's get this first topic going. Y'all hit that like button also one time for the culture. And don't forget to subscribe either if you are new to the channel, man. We did have some business that took place. This would have been Friday, if I remember correctly. Yeah, man. Right in the middle of Lovers Holiday. You like, hey, man, I love you, bro. I love you too. Hold on. I got to take this call. Hey, look, man, we want your playbook, bro. We appreciate you, everything you've done, but you got to go, unfortunately. All right. So, yeah, for those that don't know, man, Preston Smith was released on Friday, man. And it was for a couple of reasons. Nothing that he did negative. It was no Melvin Ingram situation where he was disgruntled or asking for the release or anything like that. But from a just simple business standpoint and a overall production standpoint, it made sense. When you're talking about what we saved in cap space for this offseason, 2025, but you saved $13 million by simply releasing Preston Smith, man. That's, in the words of Young Thug, man, business is business, baby. All right. That's just, we saved $13 million and you're not our number one or number two edge rusher, and you can make a case that you're not our third edge rusher due to young Nick Herbig as well, man. So being able to save $13 million on what is essentially your fourth outside linebacker, to me, is a no-brainer. You do that. The next part is this, is zero dead money. That's the other beautiful part. So we're saving 13 mil, have zero dead money to carry over from this move. To me, that's a huge benefit. Now, the next part, and this is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying that, hey, man, I don't know what we are gearing up for, but we're about to do something big. By doing this move right here, we got about $50+ million in cap space. Yeah, 50 plus. That's a lot of cap space, man. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of disposable income to go out there and trick it off on something nice. I mean, we know it's receivers out here we've been talking about. We know it's obviously quarterbacks that we've been talking about. I mean, yeah, I don't really know any running backs who's about to break off like that. But yeah, man, we done cleared up some space. I don't know what we got. We got plenty of options, though. Plenty of directions that we can go. Okay, plenty of directions we can go. And that's why the fun part is when you hear the people like, oh, but I don't think we do. I don't think we're just like, well, we got 50 of them things. We about to do something. I could tell you about to do something, all right? Yeah. Now, I don't know who or which version we go with that. And that's, like I said, we're going to try to spitball to find out. But to me, man, that was a big part of why the Steelers decided to release Preston Smith, man. Now, just give some backstory. Obviously, we know we traded for Preston back in November of 2024, this past season, and all the compensation was a 7th round draft pick from this year's class, right? So 2025 7th round pick. We sent that over to Green Bay. They sent over Preston. That's all this was, man. So with that, being able to save this type of money, and at the time when Preston came over, I mean, he did give us some production. Was it 8 games he played, 2 sacks, forced fumble, 13 tackles. But it obviously got weird down the stretch. Last 3 games, he plays in 1 inactive in the game leading up to the final game of the season, played in the final game of the season, and then was inactive, healthy scratch, which is a different version of inactive. We're not talking about a guy that was injured. We're talking about a guy that was healthy, and they just decided, man, I would go with this player because of what he might bring special teams value wise, right? So he was that type of inactive the 2 out of the final 3 games. So when you factor in those type of things, yes, the writing was kind of on the wall that you could save a lot of money, and it wasn't a guy that was largely a part of the rotation from a defensive standpoint. But like I said, man, 50 plus million in cap space, baby. I mean, when you're talking the Deebo Samuels of the world, right? You can go get you a Deebo and make sure you get that deal done whatever way you need to get done. Cooper Kupp. You can do that now, man. We ain't tripping on that part at all. I mean, the one that I'm still looking at, and obviously it's the package deal element. I want Davante Adams. I just don't know if I want Rodgers. But I want Davante. I wanted him last year. We was talking about trading for him. Man, the dude could ball. We got the paper now. Dude could ball. But I feel like he's on this, like, where Rodgers going, he wants to go. I don't know if I'm there just yet. But when you got 50 of them things available to you to have a little bit of fun this offseason, all that becomes a part of the conversation, man. Or is it the T. Higgins, right? Because T is nice, but, I mean, we got the money to play now. It's a little bit different. We ain't got to just settle now, all right? We ain't got to settle. We go out there and take our time with this thing, man. Now, Brandon Griffin says that Davante Adams is getting old and he does not seem to have much dog in him these days. Now, I will say this. Is he getting older? Yes. I think the dog is still in him. The production is still there. He's still highly talented. I just think that for him, I just question mentally. I don't want to say he checks out because you still see the craft and that's why he still produces. But I will say it's almost like his fight gets like just, I don't know, put out a little bit, man, as the season gets longer or as the season wears on. You look at him in Vegas and it was like, man, as the season goes on and they're getting their head beat in back to back. It's like, dang, man, he really, trying to be all the way out there like that. But when he is out there, he still produces. You see him take shots, but it's just like you hear him just say certain things where it's like, man, I'm not trying to be a part of this. So I don't necessarily think that that's him not having the dog in him. I just think that at this stage for him, he's just not willing to settle for losing or settle for mediocrity. And when he's feeling like that's what the organization is pushing, which when you think about his time in Vegas and obviously his time with the Jets, both of those teams at various points had pretty much committed to being just okay, just, average, not even average. And when you think about it, Jets firing their coach in the middle of the season. We know what Vegas has done multiple times with coach and quarterback while he's been out there. So I just think it was more of that. But like I said, man, by making this, move with a Preston Smith, releasing him, creating that $50 million, a guy like Davante Adams for certain is available to you, man. He's in your price range if you want to go get him. So like I said, man, that's the part that, like I said, we will see. We will definitely see how this thing goes. But I know y'all bringing up the other guy, Larry, because you can also save some paper with Larry. You can also save some paper with Larry. That is one of the ones that I am a little bit worried about. I'm like, yo, and when I say worried, it's not from a business standpoint. It's the personal element. Business-wise, yeah, we all know that does make sense to make that type of move. Why? Because it's going to clear up another chunk of space And from there, man, you got a chance to get younger, whether you want to go draft or signing guys in free agency. You obviously heard me talk about Milton Williams, a guy that I was really high on in Philadelphia as a guy that could come in here and provide you some nice production for the position. I think of those type of guys, man, but that's what I mean by from the business side. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. The personal side is, man, I just know the homie, man. I've known this dude, back when he was at UNC Charlotte. You know what I mean? Like, I remember seeing him, little Alex Highsmith. I call him little Alex Highsmith because they were literally in college while I was in Pittsburgh, you know what I mean, in the league. But, so seeing them, man, seeing just the growth on and off the field. I mean, this dude was nominated Walt Pitt Man of the Year. It's the personal element. I'm like, dang, bro, like, come on, man. I don't want to see that. So that's the part for me where, like I said, it does suck a little bit. But, if you're just talking from a business standpoint, yeah, that makes sense to make that type of move, man. So we will see, though, man, how that plays out. But that's the business part, no different than we're talking about Preston Smith as well, man. But you already know the drill, man. Hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. All righty. Like, we got some more supers coming in, man. I like how y'all in this building. In DC 53, yeah, man, overpaying. It be like that sometimes. You like when your homies get overpaid, though, all right? I will never be complaining when my homies get overpaid. Be like, hey, bro, shout out to you. Hey, shout out to you. Hey, that chain look real nice. That crib with your mama look real nice. I like that car. You look real nice. I will never apologize for the homies getting overpaid, man. Pay my guys. But, where they don't live up to it, I get it. And that's the part for me where it's like, yo, it sucks. No different when I'm critical coach Tim. I'm like, bro, that's the man. That's, how much money them boys put in my pocket, man? Lord, changed my life, man. But that's the part where you also got to be critical at times. And, we do what we do. But, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, Hollywood 931. Spot rack. That's not Larry O. That wasn't Preston Smith's friend at all. Because those show you how much you save by moving on from those dudes. And yeah. When those numbers be numbering, it's hard to say no. How do you say no when them numbers is doing that, man? So you already know the drill, man. Let's see. Who else we got in the building? Pixel Bros. Shout out to the homie Pixel Bros. He says, will Omar Khan outdo himself this offseason? Are we hoping for big things? Or will Steelers try to run it back? Thoughts? Well, first off, they're for certain not trying to just simply run it back. They've cleared up $50 million or $50+ million in cap space. That ain't just simply run it back type of money because we don't have anybody that will be paying to that extent. Unless you're about to pay Najee, was it $15 million per year? You're not about to do that. And I don't see where you paying Russ crazy like that either based off of the season. So you're not about to break Phil's off like that. I don't know, man. I feel like they about to do something, man. I personally see them doing something at receiver, though. I think that makes the most sense in the sense of it doesn't matter which direction you're going to go at quarterback. You're going to need another just talented wide receiver, a dude that can make plays. I mean, obviously we know we got in GP, but there's still some questions about GP long-term commitment or the Steelers' long-term commitment to him. We know this is a contract year for him. I don't anticipate them breaking him off right now, nor do I anticipate, GP wanting to sign anything long-term right now because those numbers are going to be shorter rather than, the robust deal that he thinks he should be getting. So with that, it's like, yeah, you are going to want to bring in something that either gives you confidence that if he doesn't, or if he leaves, or if we can't work this out, everything is fine. Or, hey, man, now I got this two-headed monster out there. So that's the part for me that I could kind of see, man. I don't know if we're going to do the quarterback thing just yet, man. I mean, it's like you see some of the rumors, man. Obviously, we talked about Trevor Lawrence last week, man, and how everybody might or may not feel about him. Brought up Matthew Stafford at times this offseason. Aaron Rodgers is a name that keeps coming up and came back up, obviously, because the Jets officially said, I think this was Friday also, that they are going to go ahead and release him. And, yeah, with that being the case, they're going to eat the dead cap. So now you're not having to trade for him. Now you're just simply doing the negotiation. Let's try to get the deal done and praying that it's the Russ situation where he's going to take a certain number to make sure that the Jets have to keep paying what they're paying and ultimately help out whatever team he's going to go to. So when you throw that in there, that's a little bit of a game changer. That's the outlier factor that got Russ here to Pittsburgh because you're like, hey, I don't want Russ for 40, but if I'm getting Russ for $1 million, that's different. When you start looking at the potential dead cap of what the Jets are going to be on the hook for, that could weigh a lot more into Aaron Rodgers' decision on how much he would take if he were to join your roster or not. Changes a lot. That changes a lot, man. We could talk about the Justin Fields of the world, the first round or second round quarterbacks of the world, but no different when we talked about Russell Wilson for $1 million. It's like, if you're getting Rodgers on a just crazily outlandish deal, it's hard to sell these other question mark guys over a guy like that when the price does make sense. But that's the thing, like I said, man, we will see with him, man, because obviously he is older. And it was very this last year for him, man. But obviously that was the first year back from the Achilles. And that's the part that you have to factor in when you're talking about Rodgers. But he is a lot when you're just talking about what he brings from a personality standpoint and, just dealing with him, man. So we will see, though, man. We will see. Shout out to Pixel Bros, though. Let's see. Dondre Ezell. Shout out to Dondre Ezell. He said, he says, if we get Deebo Samuel, would that make Najee more appealing for the Steelers at his price? Paired with Justin Fields, this can be a dynamic backfield. All right. So if we get Deebo Samuel, would that make Najee more appealing for the Steelers at his price? I could see it, but at the same time, I could see where that would make us really run heavy. Because we're talking about Deebo Samuel, who we're not saying is the most prolific down the grass type receiver. This is one of those, man, get him the ball early by the line of scrimmage, might hand it off to him, man, some of the jet sweep stuff, screen game, that type of routes. So when you're pairing that with the Najee Harris, who is not a fleet-footed back, that's the thumper, and you put him with Justin Fields, who right now still isn't viewed league-wide as a high-level passer. He's a high-level runner. I just think that you're going to get real run heavy. Now, it does have some Baltimore to you. When you look at what the Ravens been able to do with Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry and company, obviously we know they're also a very run-heavy approach. But it works. Why? Because Lamar has developed as a passer. And I think that that's the critical part. It works because Lamar's passing ability. If you don't have that passing ability with it, though, now you're looking at a very, very heavy-handed, heavy run-oriented approach. And defensively, the way that you're going to play that is you're going to make Justin Fields have to beat you with his arms. It's no different than what the Chiefs played or how the Chiefs and how we played the Eagles this year. Load up the box. You're not going to be able to run this football. Your quarterback has to win with his arm. And for some of these guys, they can do that. In terms of Jalen Hurts, right? In terms of Lamar Jackson, we obviously seen with Josh Allen. But that's the question mark in terms of Justin Fields. Can he also win with his arm like that? Because to me, I just don't see enough spacing. Man, when you're talking Deebo and Najee, I just think that that's like, we still heavy on that run versus being able to kind of space it out a little bit. Now, my issue is this too. I'm almost to the sense that if we were going to go Deebo and Fields, I'd rather take Najee out and get me something speedier off the draft, man. Caleb Johnson type, Dylan Sampson type. Give me some speed, man. Like, I think I'd rather go with that approach just to kind of space that thing out, man. Because right now, like I said, with the way that we talking right there, I'm like, man, that's big bodies on big bodies, man. Or not big bodies, but it's more of just, like I said, as a defender, man, you're thinking, man, the run is what they're going to want to try to do. So as long as we can smash that part, man, we feel very confident, or we're willing to take our chances with Fields having to beat us with his arm, man. But I like that approach, though, man. So, shout out to you on that one right there, man. All righty. Let's get this next super. Oh, and shoot. It wasn't super. It was from the homie Demeds56. Just joined the upper room. So Demeds56, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. But yeah, if we feel like Justin Fields, man, this obviously where we're all going to have different levels of belief in his ability to develop as a passer. But all like that model, man, with Justin Fields works as long as he develops, as long as he can be Jalen Hurts, as long as he can develop into the Lamar Jackson type, the guys that can do it genuinely with their arms, not as well, but dang near as well as what they do with their legs, man. When it gets to that point, yeah, now you got it exactly what you want. But if you don't, you just become really limited, man. And it becomes a super one-dimensional type of offense that does have moments of excitement. But as a whole, man, if you're not in the lead, it's just tough to operate with consistently. And it's tough to operate with in terms of trying to come back in some of these games. And that's what we obviously have seen with the Ravens up until, more recently when Lamar really started to step it up as a passer. The knock on them was, man, if they start trailing, it's a wrap, because that type of offense, that type of approach is too slow. It can't, keep those type of, it can't get the explosive scores off of it. But now you start seeing Lamar being able to throw that football, and now everything is opened up, man. So Fields, he has all them characteristics. He has all them little traits, and that's the exciting part about him. That's why I'm glad we got him here. But that's also the part that makes me a little bit nervous about him, because more times than not, those guys don't develop. More times than not, you're going to point to the quarterbacks that look just like this, have those same traits, and they didn't make it. So that's what we kind of going back and forth on as it pertains to Justin Fields. And obviously we'll see what this money is looking like as well with him, because he ain't doing it for free, man. All right, so we got to figure out how we get that number to work for all parties involved, man. But you already know the drill. Don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hey, and shout out to Leah Warren being in the building. He says, I'm late. Nah, you ain't never late. You right on time. All right, you showed up perfectly on time. We ain't got to blame you. All right. Cody James, we had to blame Cody James because Cody ain't never show up, and that's why me and Deke had to split. You feel me? We was waiting on Cody. You was here for that, Leah. Leah was here for that episode. She was like, yo, Cody, where you at, Cody? Cody, pull up, Cody. Cody. And Cody never showed up on the live, man, until it was too late, man. So shout out to Leah. Leah was here. All right. Cody, we still blame you. We still love you, but we still blame you, all right? Yeah, I ain't forget. All right, let's see who else we got. Well, let's see what else we have. Oh, a couple more supers in the building. Shout out to the super chats also, man. Hope y'all digging it. And let me just take a moment to pause. I want to shout out my hat. Why? Because it's my TaylorMade golf hat. And it reminds me of my golf clubs. And unfortunately, because it's been freezing cold up here, I ain't had a chance to go play golf in a while, bro. I got the blues. All right. I got the golf blues. It's bad right now. I was downstairs with my little man trying to do a little putt in the house and everything, bro. I need to go swing a club, man. It's rough out here right now. All right. So shout out to the golfers. Shout out to the golfers. Yes. All righty. And yes, Leah was here. Shout out to Leah always. See, Leah be pulling up. All right. Leah don't never forget us. Yeah. No live show left behind. Shout out to Leah. Let's go. All right. Dondre Ezel says, I feel Debo is the best fit for the offense. If brings back. Oh, okay. I feel Debo Samuel is the best fit for the offense if we bring Justin Fields back, because we were looking for his type in Cordell Patterson. And on the Netflix show, he seemed chill and family focused. This could be good for GP. That's interesting right there. Okay, I like that. And I do agree. Cordell Patterson is for certain the, I guess, older, more used version of what Debo Samuel has developed into in terms of that utility player, man. Can line him up in the backfield, could put him in the slot, could line him out at wide receiver. He can return the special teams element as well. It's a lot of stuff that Debo brings to the table. And yes, there are a lot of parallels. And I will say, I feel like Debo for certain is the upgraded version. I would have put him in 84. You know how TG felt about anybody in that 84. I think Debo would do a better job in the 84, but I just don't. Keep the 84 ball for him. Keep the 84 ball for him. But yeah, I do feel like Debo would fit what Arthur Smith wants to do at a very high level. And like I said, with Justin Fields, yes, it could work. If for certain could work, but the limitations are if Justin Fields doesn't continue to take bigger steps as a passer, you're going to get a really condensed offensive feeling that can be explosive via run, but you're going to start facing a lot of heavier boxes, and it will strain that team, man. That O-line is going to get stressed out a little bit, man, just in the sense of you're never going to have the light box until Fields proves that he can beat you with his arm. Now, I think he does have the traits and the characteristics to do that, but I'm also the dude that is like, until I see it consistently, I don't just believe it all the way. I look at it more as like, man, all right, this was cool. This was a nice little like trailer, but let me see the full feature. I need more. You know what I mean? And everybody's different in terms of when or how eager they are to see some of that as well. All right. All righty. Let's see. Oh, we got Tam Beckley. Shout out to Tam in the building as well. Says, I heard today that Kirk Cousins is now in the mix. And what happened to Deke? Nice. Now, since T. Higgins is getting franchise tagged, GP and Devontae Adams, Tam Beckley. Holy smokes, Tam. You just got it all up your chest tonight, huh? Shout out to you, Tam. If y'all digging what Tam is asking, because I'm digging it, y'all hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Tam in the building showing major love, man. All right, Tam, let's talk about it. Yeah, I did see about Kirk Cousins. It's always interesting when you talk about Kirk. All right. I'm a Kirk guy, but not in the Kirk guy in the sense of, oh yeah, break the bank for him, pay him $100 million. Nah, I'm not that type of Kirk. I like Kirk's game just in the sense of you can win with Kirk. Kirk is the new version of Jimmy G, system quarterback, man, that has high level traits, right? And what I mean by the high level traits is the anticipation, the accuracy, the get that ball out on time, man, can play within the structure, the confines of an offense. Yeah, that part I do like about Kirk. I don't like Kirk when you got to pay him 40 plus, 50 plus $1 million. I do not like that part about Kirk because it puts too much of a strain on your roster. And unfortunately for him, he's not the force multiplier that the Lamars, the Josh, the Joe Burrows, the Mahomes of the world are. So when you're paying a guy close or in that vein and you're not that type of player, that's where you start to have some of those issues. All right. So with Kirk, that number got to come way, way, way back down. But he's not going to be available to me unless Atlanta is willing to take a ton of dead money because of how much they guaranteed that man when they signed him last year, fresh off the Achilles injury. I'm like, if y'all going to do that, yeah, we'll sign Kirk for $1 million, the same way we just did with Russ. If the Falcons release him, that's what the situation to be. You're going to sign him for the $1 because Atlanta's going to have to pay all the cap, all the salary out there to him. So yeah, if he's available for $1 million, sure, bring him in, man. Let's have fun. But that's only if Atlanta's release him. I don't see Atlanta releasing him, man. I see Atlanta at least holding on to him because he still costs. And regardless if he's on your roster or not, you got to pay that money. It's not like you can release him and now you can spend that money elsewhere. And we're not about to take on his contract. Heck no. So yeah, I just personally don't see that one. And yeah, in terms of what happened to Deke, the lie story is Cody James did not show up when me and Deke were sitting here on the live waiting on Cody. Deke was like, bro, if Cody pulls up, then we'll stay together. If Cody don't pull up, Deke gonna leave. Cody never pulled up. Deke left. All right. That was the lie story. The real story was, man, me and the homie linked up, man. He said, after 6 years balling out with the team, he's ready to, take his talents to be more of a solo act and just continue to spread his wings and see what he can do in that space. So, the words, volunteers, not hostages, and was like, hey, man, it's all love. I hope you succeed, and I know y'all gonna do great things, so salute to the homie. And that was the vibe with it, man. So that's where the homie has went to, and that was what 2 weeks ago now? So yeah, man, I think it's been 2. It might be 3. Is it 2 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I can't even keep up now, man. All them weeks starting to run together. I ain't gonna hold you, okay? But that's been that vibe, all right? And then let's see. In terms of T. Higgins getting franchise tag, yeah, I guess that is going to throw a monkey wrench in things. But yeah, Devontae Adams, sign me up. Sign me up. I don't want the package deal all the way just yet, though. I don't want the Aaron Rodgers package deal that comes with the Devontae Adams. But in terms of Devontae Adams, yeah, I do like him. He could play on our team. For certain, he could play on our team, all right? I like Devontae a lot. Rodgers and Devontae, I don't know about that. Devontae and GP, I like. All righty. Hit that like button at one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel. And I do see y'all booming in the chat today, man. Shout out to y'all, baby. That's that Monday feel. That's what I'm peeping too. Y'all be pulling up on that Monday vibe, man. Y'all don't miss a Monday. All right, don't miss a Monday show. Salute to y'all. Man, y'all congratulating people getting babies in the chat, bro. All right, shout out to the new parents and stuff, man. Shout out to add to the fam, man, getting them numbers up. I see y'all. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine, but having a new kid right now, Lord. Oof, no, we on the way out. All right, we about to be empty nesters in a little bit, baby. Whew. Lord, they can go congratulating the homies though. All right, so shout out to the gang, man. Shout out to the gang, yeah. I like it, man. Always add to the squad. Yeah, I'm good on adding to the squad, man. Don't wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Shout out, though. Shout out. All righty. X Concept says the upper room is expanding every day. Yes, this is very true, all right? Kids are cool like that, man. And the cool part when you had kids, man, you can put them in like little hat and t-shirts, stuff like that. They're little marketing billboards for you. Just walk into your school, let all your little friends, and then tell your friends about, and then take their iPads and then hit the subscribe button on their channel too. All right, and just from their phone, all right, and then take their iPad and hit the subscribe on that joint too. All right, so that is the cool part about having kids. All right, shout out to y'all with the kids. We just ain't trying to add no more to it. All right, yeah. Shout out to girl dads and shout out to them boy dads out there too, man. All right. Gang, you know we part of both of them, all right? Straight up like that, man. And at all the different phases, too. Whew. Yeah. My oldest over here applying to colleges, man. I still can't believe this. She's like, yeah, Dad, we applied to all these schools. She had a new school she wanted to apply to yesterday, or excuse me, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Kent State. I said, oh, Lord, Kent State. Girl, you about to just bring the nostalgia back one time. I said, well, that was the first college to offer me a scholarship. First college I ever took a visit to. She went to, I said, Lord, Kent State. She said, you know, Debo went to Kent State. Edelman went to Kent State. All the Kent Staters, man, Lord. So yeah, shout out to them parents, man. Shout out to the girl dads out there, man. Shout out to the dads in general, man. And shout out to the mama bears out there as well, man. You know we need y'all as well, man. But yeah. All righty. Actually, let me hit up the homie first to make sure he is going to be on time, or if he running these P-Town streets are going to be late before we hop into the next topic. All right. All righty. Oh, and yes, shout out to 900 Juice. He says, don't forget the uncles as well. Uncles and aunties, or if you don't say auntie, you say aunts. All right, shout out to the aunts, the aunts, and the unks. All right, shout out to all y'all out there, man. If you're in that parental role, you on your mentorship vibe, you on your leadership vibe, you showing the little people how to boss up and do it the right way, salute to you, all right? There's plenty of people out here showing them the wrong way. So for the ones that showing them the right way, we won't take y'all for granted, all right? And your work is never going unnoticed, all right? So shout out to y'all. If nobody else tell you, I'm going to tell you, all right? And shout out to the homie TG. Man, the dude said he's going to be on time today. I like it. Heck yeah. All right. There you are. Perfect. And yes, Wendy Johnson, salute to you. She says it takes a village, and that's 1,000% the case, man. Shoot, between me, wifey, shoot, we got mother-in-law here. You know what I'm saying, man? And shoot, obviously we know some RIP to some main members of the team, man. But before they was dropping off, man, we had everybody in the gang. All right. You got grandma over there. You got grandma over here. All right. You got the homie over here. All right. You got the homie over there. All right. You know, your aunt over here, and that's the homie. They ain't your family, but they like family because we was on the same squad together. All right. So, yeah, salute to that, baby. Salute to that. And yes, X-Concept, salute to the homie TG, man. TG been stepping his game up. I don't know if y'all peeped it. The homie said, look, bro, I know you need a hitter. I know you need somebody that's going to pull up on you. I got you. And what he told me, he said, I got you. Hey, he been double dipping on us ever since, man. So salute to the guys. Salute to the guys. All right, Tam Beckley spun the block and also says, very cool response. You, TG and Deke will need to chop it up. Special guest, no big facts on that, man. I'm sure at some point down the line, man, the gang will figure out some type of way to link back, have them convo and stuff like that, man, because obviously it's always good times. And TG did feel some type of way. TG said, hey, yo, how you gonna lead the gang and not take me with you? He said, you supposed to at least make me an offer. See, you need a TG in your life, all right? TG be crazy like that, but he was like, bro, he didn't think I was good enough. I want to go solo too, bro. Maybe hit me up. Like, yo, TG, just stop, man. All right, stop it. Coach Garvin. But no, man, it's all good, man. It's all good. Alrighty. Ooh, and Kenneth Moses, man, talking about some, now that TG down in 757, we need to do a linebackers camp. Nah, man, it's gonna be interesting. I just got the email from the Steelers, because obviously we do the youth football camp, so they sent us all the dates and stuff. And I'm like, all right, we back on camp season, huh? I guess that is upon us in a couple of months, man. But it obviously made me think back to TG and anybody that watched some of the content, man. A year ago, we recorded some of the camp footage, man. Me and him out there at those camps. And shout out to Coach Garvin, man. My man is hilarious. All right, so I'm planning on linking up with him again at them camps, man, and for certain getting some more content like that, man. And just because my dude's he's hilarious. That's my dude, though, man. That's my dude, though. All right. Who would have thought, man? Meeting up in 2014 lockup mate style, and now here we are 10 plus later, still kicking it, man, chopping it up, man. Good people, man. Good people. All righty. So let's see. Well, we got a couple more minutes. Let me get this topic real quick because it's mandatory. You got to get this, man. Anytime you're talking about additions to the staff, anytime you're talking about coaches that coach the linebacker position, I mean, this is the spot that's close to my heart. We got to talk about it. So hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel, because we did, in terms of the black and gold, fill the inside linebackers coaching void that was made once Aaron Curry was not retained and obviously took the Jets inside linebackers coaching job. So with that, man, we went local / not local / from America's team local. All right. Talking about Scott McCurley, man. Scott McCurley did hire him as the linebackers coach, local product, or in terms of being born Newcastle, PA, Whip Hill High School, or Whip Hill football is where he played, man, or he's played in the Whip Hill, for football at Mohawk High School. Excuse me on that one, man. Then from there, man, played at Pitt, right? Hail to Pitt. Shout out to my H2Pers out there, man. H2P people. Was at Pitt from 1999 to 2002. Then from there, man, got his first coaching start as a grad assistant at Pitt after graduating, man. So shout out to him for that. But then from there, that's when he made the jump to the professional ranks, man. In 2006, he joined the Green Bay Packers coaching staff and was with them for 13 seasons, man. Moved up from coaching administration to defensive quality control coach, assistant linebackers coach. And then in 2018, he was named their defensive assistant. All right. But from 2014 through 2017 specifically, he was their assistant linebackers coach. All right. And when you think about, during that time frame with the Packers, we know they obviously won Super Bowl 45. That was against us. In 2010, he was a part of that staff, and some of the linebackers that he worked with while in Green Bay: AJ Hawk, Clay Matthews, Julius Peppers, Blake Martinez, all those dudes, like I said, man, ballers. We're not saying that he was the main guy, but he was a part of it, man. And to me, man, seeing certain coaches, man, that were main guys versus assistants, and then as they continue to develop, being around it, man, it does help you all a ton, man. One of the guys that always stands out to me is Denzel Martin, the current outside linebackers coach for the Steelers now. I remember when I was playing, man, he was quality control. He was the assistant. Now you look at him as the head guy. You look at the production that's coming out of that room. It's no surprise that he's been able to get the most out of those guys on a consistent basis, while also seeing young guys like Nick Herbig come in here and develop as well, because this dude's been around it for a while, man. If you're around enough people, enough players, man, and you're hearing it, learning it, and you're doing your due diligence, yeah, you do got a chance to really grow in this profession. From there, man, he took a year off in 2019, but then after that was when he went to America's team. All right. In 2020, that's what they call him, right? He went to Dallas Cowboys, man, and he was their linebackers coach since then. And you think about the linebackers that the Cowboys have put out since 2020. Michael Parsons, let's start with him, man. 4-time All-Pro, or 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. You know what that is, man. That's been his coach since he's been there. Leighton Vander Esch. You know, I was a big fan of Leighton, man. He just obviously kept hurting that neck, man. But another dog, man, Jalen Smith. We think about what Jalen was, man, that nasty injury he had at Notre Dame. Obviously, Cowboys take the chance on him, but not only does he come back from the injury, continues to develop at this level to the point where the Cowboys paid him a nice contract. And obviously one of the young stud linebackers that I'm really excited about, but at the same time has to stay healthy. DeMarvion Overshown. You look at what he's been able to do since coming into the league. We know he tore his ACL his first year, got hurt again at the end of this year. But when he was healthy this year, man, the dude could fly. Man, balling out, man, making plays in the run and pass game. Big time fan of him, man. I can say he's got to stay healthy. But throughout this whole process, Scott McCurley, man, he's been around it. Like the fact that he's a former player, at least from the collegiate level. Like the fact that he's local in the sense that, man, he knows the city, man. He's a tough Pittsburgh type of dude, man. Y'all know that Pittsburgh pride, man. It hit a little different, man. So I do like that. But when you just talk about the different levels and the different body types that he's had to work with, I'm eager to see what that translates to when you're talking about Patrick Queen, when you're talking about Peyton Wilson, when you're talking about Mark Robinson, when you're talking about anybody else that we may be bringing back, right? Landon Roberts. We talk about Cole Holcomb as well. All of these type of guys. Scott McCurley has worked with those different body types, man. Because AJ Hawk body type compared to a DeMarvion Overshown body type compared to a Leighton Vander Esch compared to a Michael Parsons. All of these dudes are very different in terms of what they bring, their skill sets. But we've seen where Scott has been able to just maximize those guys' abilities and get the most out of them. And I think that that's something that we're going to be eager to see. And, you know, hopefully he'll be able to get our guys playing at even higher levels and even, you know, more consistent levels. Because obviously we did desire more at times from our group. But I will still say, man, that our group played well. And that's why I like what I saw from Aaron Curry when you talk about what he was able to do the past 2 seasons with the inside linebackers that we've had in comparison to what that was prior to that, man. But, shout out to Scott McCurley, though, man. Definitely shout out to him, man. So with that being the case, y'all hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Looks like the homie. Okay. It's about ready. In 10 minutes. That's when you read the text wrong. It be like that sometimes, man. All righty. They got another super that came in here as well, man. So I will get to that in a second. But shout out to y'all that's rocking out tonight, man. Said, man, hey, I like when we can kick back on the late night vibes, man. And let me know what y'all got going on over there too, man. Are y'all all the way locked in tonight or y'all multitasking, man? If you multitasking, drop it in the comment section. But if you all the way locked in on your boy, which, I do appreciate the undivided attention when it is available, but it's not mandatory. It's not. But either way, drop it in the comment section, all right? And if you're bored, hit the like button one time for the culture. And if you ain't subscribed, what you doing? I like how the YouTube algorithm is playing with our emotions too. It flirted with 50K. We crossed 50K. I even got the little notification. I was about to have all the little giveaway stuff popping off. And then we had the split. And then after that, man, the subscribers dropped. And then they popped back up and they dropped again. I'm like, bro, I don't know what we got going. I'm like, bro, eventually we're going to get back to the 50K. Eventually we're going to get back doing some more giveaways. Eventually, we're going to find some new consistency in the building. But whoo, child. Y'all been having me on the, I was like, yo, just don't look. Jay Farrell said he locked in. All right, salute. Leah Warren playing Madden and listening. Now, shout out to you, Leah. What squad you playing with? And hopefully you winning. Don't be telling me no lies. Don't be telling me you winning and you not winning, all right? Keep it real with us. All right, Leah, come on now. You got the anticipation. Everybody looking forward to it. Ooh, Hannibal says, I'm on the stationary bike watching the podcast. Okay, salute to you on the stationary. Now, what's your stationary bike of choice? I'm Team Peloton, okay? Anybody looking for action or y'all need a riding buddy, anything like that, man, the Body 52. I ain't hard to find, all right? I ain't hard to find. I like my little Peloton gang, all right? Shout out to y'all. But yeah, man, that's what I get it in on, man, when I'm on my bike situation. And yeah, when I'm on my stationary bike, I'm watching film, or I'm watching street racing, or I'm watching Demon Slayer or Dragon Ball Z greatest fight scenes. Like, yeah, I be on all that type of stuff, man. MPCP on the treadmill. Let's go. I see you. Hey, health is wealth, baby. Health is wealth. Come on, man. We can't just be bossing up in the workplace and bossing up with the wifeys or the husbands out there. You got to also boss up with your health, man. Eat right, exercise, man. Do all the little things, baby. You know the drill. Craig Ellis at the gym as well. Salute. Leah says it's 0-0. She in the first quarter. All right. Respect to you, Leah. Hey, don't lose tonight, all right? We ain't taking no L's. It was fresh off Valentine's weekend, all right? Can't take no L's on Valentine's weekend. You know that. David Decker got Monday Night Raw on. Salute. Okay. I like that. X Concept says most be like that TJ and JJ commercial. Fire competitor. No, facts. Dude, the one person, man, that when I saw that commercial, it literally had me thinking of my homie Dangerfield, man. Jordan Dangerfield. Shout out to my homie Danger, man. He put me on to the Peloton. He was like, hey, bro, you know you could compete on this job. What you mean? He's like, bro, I can see how much you working out. I say, hey, bro, hold on. I say, hey, bro, don't you be playing with me like that, bro. And then you start looking. It's plenty of times you hit your homies and be like, hey, bro, why you ain't get your workout today, bro? It can tell me if you walking, running, lifting. Tell me all that. Did you meditate? Did you do some yoga? What you on, man? Come on, bro. So salute to that, man. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and 900 Juice says, do I have any aquariums in the crib? No, I don't, man. I do want to do something fish tanky though. I just don't know where. I had a spot like in the basement area, but Lil Man, that's where he does like all his like sports stuff, throwing, batting and everything. And I'm like, yo, if I put anything down here, he's going to knock it off. It's going to get broke. And then it's going to be that awkward phase of, dad, I made a big mistake. And he gonna have the sad look, and I'm gonna have to give him the, yeah, I'm really serious, even though I'm deep down, I'm not, because he gonna be like, he's sad, and he's so cute. I'll be like, oh man, come here, little guy. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to avoid that. But you know how that go. Any parent that's been out here, I know what it is, man. When them kids do something bad, you like, hey, bro, you so cute. I really can't get on you, but I want to get on you. But be like, all right, bro, you all right? Come here, Rich. You all right? But no, Mike T, man, I'm familiar with the aquariums, man. I used to have me, man, when I was in high school, I had a 50-gallon joint, man. Big boy, man. Love me some fish, man. Absolutely, man. It's tranquil. It's peaceful, man. I love peaceful. Like, give me something calm to look at, man. That's my thing, man. Definitely my thing. I like it. And Anthony out there says 6 p.m. in California right now, so he's heading to the gym. Now, salute to you, man. Hopefully it's leg day. It was leg day over here, man. All right, I got my lift in. It was about 4:35 o'clock, man. Got my lift in. All right, it was leg day though. Felt good. Quads, thou wow. All right, just got the new workout stuff at the crib. Get my lift on, man. Ooh, and he asked me, did I have Broderick asked me, man, was it saltwater tank, freshwater tank, or African? Man, so for me, man, I had, mine was a freshwater tank, but I had a lot of South African fish in mine, actually, man. But I do know what you're talking about, man, with them African cichlids as well, man. So shout out to you for that, man. I was more of a Jack Dempsey type of dude, personally, man. And I like them little, what's it called, like little bala sharks. I think I might be saying that wrong, but yeah, man, I was vibing on them things, man. Try to have a little blood sport in there, you know what I mean? Just all the little territorial fish, just put them in there, and then, you know, yeah, just let's see what goes on, man. All right, but it was all pretty cool, man. It was pretty chill. But yeah, that was definitely my vibe, man, for certain. All right. Hey, shout out to Justin Gordon also, man, pulling up, dropping a super chat, man. Do appreciate you from the heart. All right. Hopefully you had a good Valentine's weekend as well. All right. Shout out to the lovers in the building. It says, Steelers Nation is seeking comfort in Justin Fields' youth. The offense was on the struggle bus with him. Just 1 to 2 touchdowns plus Boz's leg. With Russ, 3 to 4 touchdowns plus Boz's leg. That is interesting. That is very, very interesting. And it looks like he spun the block and he says, if they give Justin Fields the keys, all the best. But you can't tell Cam and TJ you are serious about winning a Super Bowl now. With what Justin Fields has put on tape. Justin Fields is a big if. Man. Justin Gordon. Woo-cha. All right. All right. Okay. Well, you're not completely wrong. You're not. And in fact, you do have a lot of things that I agree with. You know how revisionist history goes. The further we get away from it, the more we start to remember how we want to remember it, and certain things do get altered. I'm with you, but at the same time, there are certain upside parts for Justin Fields that do warrant the enthusiasm, do warrant the optimism. And I think that's the part that we can't go all the way one way versus the other way with him, right? But yeah, I do also remember what you're referring to, man, where, offensively we did have some limitations where we were still starting slow out the box, not having touchdowns on the first opening drives of those first 15 plays. We were talking about times where the offense looked like it was just not fully opened. And we had our questions about why that was. And there were certain parts where there were concerns about were they limiting it due to the inability of Justin Fields, or were they just simply putting training wheels on him despite his ability to do more? We, obviously are back and forth on the validity to either sides of that. But I think that all of that is valid when you're taking into context, Justin Fields' performance. With Russ, you did get an uptick in touchdowns, but he also was at the head of the ship when it went bad. And that's the part when you're the quarterback, you don't get to just brush that under the rug. That doesn't get minimized and get thrown on somebody else's plate because you're the guy. So that's the other part where, yes, we never saw Fields, get the 3 and 4 touchdowns, but we also never saw Fields lose 5 straight games. That was the part with Russ where, he was at the head of the ship for that. And like I said, it wasn't all on him, but when you're the quarterback, you go down with the ship. It's like the Titanic, baby. You know the drill. Come on now. So when I think of, that part of it, there are some elements where I'm like, if I'm TJ or if I'm trying to sell Justin Fields as a long-term or as the guy that I'm bringing back to a Cam or a TJ, I'm telling him, man, look, you got the first 6 games out of him and you were 4-2. And that was with him still developing, but us also kind of limiting what he was completely capable of. The plan is full offseason, add weapons around him, lean into him, support him all the way. Defensively, I'm going to get you guys a resource or two to help you guys out on the back end. And the plan is we're not going to live on our fears. We're going to watch this guy develop. We're going to rally around him, and it's going to work out. That's the way that you sell it to them dudes. Now, them dudes could easily turn around and say, man, I don't believe it. I haven't seen it just yet. You selling me something that's a dream. Get me up out of here. They could also respond like that. But to me, that's how I would sell it to a Camp or to a TJ if I'm the organization and I'm making the decision to go with Justin Fields this season going forward. Like I said, man, but I could definitely understand it, man, whether you are optimistic about him or pessimistic about him because of, like I said, just as a whole, what his play has been up until this point. It's been a lot of inconsistency, and even though it was very consistent this year, it was a super small sample size in comparison to all of the other, negative things that have taken place with him, man. But with that being the case, the homie TG is good to go. So let's get ready to call up the homie. Shout out. Alrighty. Make sure I get that graphic up real quick. Boom. I like it when a plan comes together as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the production. Shout out to the squad. Gang. Alrighty. Man, we've been in here rapping about everything tonight. Huh? We're talking about Europe trips, talking about Cody James being the reason why Deke left. Man, it's been a great day. Leah Warren over here telling us she getting beat in Madden. I love it, man. It's a great night. Shout out to y'all. Alrighty. Got everything solid. Let's go. Let's call up the homie. See what the homie's on. And y'all hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel. You know what time we on.
It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is, ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm talking right now to that Pittsburgh Steelers alum. I'm talking about that West Virginia Mountaineer alum. I mean, heck, they said it's almost heaven there. Lord have mercy. I'm talking about that cat that in 2014, that was my locker mate. One half of the locker mates. Yes, indeed. I heard he broke somebody's jaw back in the day, too. Don't ask too many questions now, all right? But more importantly, a lot of people do say that now, all right? Might be some video footage out there. A lot of people say that, though. But more importantly, this the current defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University. Behold the green and the gold. Let me tell y'all right now, man, I'm talking about the one and only TG, a.k.a. Terence Garvin. Oh, Coach Garvin. Oh, we love you. Oh, man. Bro, I'm telling you, man, the crowd go crazy every time you pull up, bro. It's you, man. It's you. It's you, man.
I appreciate the people, man.
Come on, man.
Y'all, man. It's you, man.
Hey, man. Look, man. I'm just glad I know you. All right. I tell people all the time, I'm only cool because the people I hang with. All right. Shout out.
I was getting my hair cut the other day.
Yeah.
And the man says to me, he talking about college and football. He said, I went to JMU, man.
Ooh, go Dukes.
I said, man, you know Arthur Moats? He said, man, you know I know Arthur Moats, man.
Hey, shout out. Hey, look. It was low-key crazy hearing you call my government like that, Brian. I don't think I ever heard you call me Arthur before. I was like, Lord, TJ, hey, bro, that's like the Fed, low-key, we said that. Hey, bro, hey, man. But yeah, bro, shout out, man. Hey, look, the guys are living right, man. We all living right now. That's what it mean, man. Shout out. Hey, look, man, I mean, they know you over in Germany. They know you over in Italy. They know you all okay. They know you in Canada. These are all the places where they tune into the show. All right. And I've been looking at the numbers on the shows that you be on and where they be tuning in from. They be hitting the like button. Even the audio only crowd, they be over here like, yo, we like TG, bro. He sounded real crispy all of a sudden. I'm like, hey, bro, it's the new job. The new job got him right. All right. He ain't out there in Florida no more. That Norfolk connection hit way better. All right. So yeah, man. So everything good, bro. Everything good.
What a time,
man. What a time. But hey, look. What a time for us. But unfortunately, it wasn't the best time for everybody this weekend. All right. I gotta go ahead and get to it, man. Friday, the Steelers called them up. All right. I'm sure Preston was out there getting ready for Valentine's Day. For all the lovers out there, salute to y'all. Unfortunately, though, the Steelers had other plans. They decided to release that man on Valentine's Day. Whoo, child. On Valentine's Day. Yeah. Now, granted, they saved $13 million in cap space. All right. Bumping the total cap space available now to $50 million. Yeah. We sitting on a lot of money right now. It look like we about to do something crazy. All right. But Preston got. They called him up. They say, hey, bro, you got the box of chocolates and the teddy bear. Just before you go, come here real quick.
Yeah, just stop here.
You know how that go.
I've been there. I mean, you know, it happens. Everybody gets got.
Oh, facts. And what they say, you either get rolled out or carried out, man, or kicked out. All right, you very rarely gonna walk away. All right, somebody you can get.
Strictly business. You know,
business is business, bro.
And it's kind of like, to be honest, that's a good business move. You save money.
13 mil, man. I mean, how do you, you know?
Yeah, you offload a little bit. You save some money. It's cool. And it's kind of like really one of them players, like, we might call you back.
Oh, you know? If the number's right. I see what you mean.
Yeah, just not on this one. We'll fix some stuff. We might call you later.
My dog say, yo, this number is a little bit hefty, bro. And technically right now, because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, Preston, when he came here, he played in 8 games. I was like, man, I remember having a couple sacks in there. It was 2 sacks. I was like, I guess those were the 2 I remember. Then he had the fumble recovery. He had, 13 tackles. But he was inactive, healthy inactive, 2 out of the last 3 games that included the playoff game as well. And that's obviously where you start looking and you're like, bro, for your number to be that high, when you're healthy and active, you can't be that, because now we're saying that Herbig essentially passed you up. Herbig is the third guy, and you're not. And that number is hefty.
Third guy.
Yeah. Ooh, say that again, though?
No. Herbig's their guy, though.
Ooh, okay. Elaborate on what you mean by their guy, by the way. Because technically both of these guys were employed by the Steelers, but what do you mean by their guy?
For sure. But, Herbert's born here.
Mm-hmm.
Herbert's a pureblood. Herbert's a pureblood. Like, that's born here. That's all he knows is the Steelers.
Hey, like he's been born in Sparta. That's all he knows is kill. Oh, what's your profession?
He couldn't have won that battle.
Yeah.
Like, that battle was per se unwinnable. It was already, he was placeholding in a sense.
That's fair.
That's his spot. And I think that's understood. That probably was definitely understood. So it happens. It's okay. Good business move though. Save the money. They're loading up. It looked like they might go get a quarterback here in a second.
Low key. We gonna talk that in a second. We definitely gonna talk that in a second, man. But
when you offload like this, you offload.
Bro, we creating a lot of cap space right now, bro.
A lot of cap space.
I'm like, we don't. Who outside of Russ? That's the only one that you even could talk trying to use this type of chunk, but you're not about to pay Russ this type of money right now. No how. So you going to look at something. I'm like, is it a receiver? Is it a quarterback? Like, bro, it's
I mean, they loudly made that phone call. Like, that was not.
It's like, yo. See, that's what we doing. Like, we got 50 plus just chilling all of a sudden.
We're clearly in the market.
Hey, look.
They're trying to go fix this problem.
I said, hey, and TG, they can clear up some more.
Yeah.
They got Larry. If they want to do Larry O, they could move on from Larry Ogunjobi, and it's a similar situation, man, where you're gonna have some pretty hefty savings, man. Yeah.
The issue is that they're like, we're going to fix this issue, man. That's what we need. We need one. Okay, let's go get one of those. They're clearly looking to get something loud.
Yeah, because you could save. Let's see, another 7. Yeah, you could save almost 7 on Larry O as well, man. Which is
they're about to do something.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, they not playing fair right now. I don't know what they loading up for, but something is about to happen, bro. Yes, bro.
Something's about that. They got something in their mind.
Bro, that's a lot.
I'm trying to think who though.
Because so my thing was, I said, all right, if you got 50 M's, are you looking at Deebo Samuel? Are you looking at Cooper Kupp? Are you looking at T. Higgins? I'm like, that's play. Still, so
maybe you loading up. Maybe you trying to go get a couple receivers and you just go get somebody like a Sam Darnold.
Because I'm like, you could take that approach of you still have GP like here.
Franchise T. Higgins.
I saw that, yeah. So if you're gonna franchise Higgins, then why don't you?
They're gonna lock that up.
Well, so this is my thing. If you're going to franchise Higgins, then why don't you take the approach of a Deebo versus a Cooper Kupp or a Devontae Adams? The thing that makes me hesitant on Devontae is obviously you got to have the package. You got to have the package deal with him. He wants Rodgers with him, I thought.
Nah, he don't get it like that. He don't have it his way like that right now.
Okay, respect. But you wouldn't go get him, though?
Who, Aaron?
No, I'm talking about Devontae.
I don't know if I'm going to get Devontae.
And
I still know who Devontae is. I just,
educate me on your perspective, man. Talk to me, player. Yeah.
It's just some young stallions out here, man. It's some Devontae's still the best. Like he's almost. That's
the big body. That's the Rolls Royce of the thing, man. We know what that is. It's a lot of cool, exciting things, but that's the big dog. You know that.
He's like Stephon Gilmore of offense.
Yes, and we love Gilmore.
But Gilmore
isn't Pat Surtain. Gilmore isn't the sauces of the word. He's not the young excitings, but Gilmore is the Merlot, the cab, the whatever you want, the Bordeaux. You know what I mean? Like he's that man. He's aging perfectly out this thing, man. Still balling.
He is. see what you see.
It's Devontae. Now,
But I just
so I got to ask you this question though, because one of the people in the comments section earlier when I was talking about Devontae, they questioned if he has the dog in him still. And to me,
I just don't know if I want Devontae.
So this is what I want to ask you though: is that more so you don't know if you want him, not necessarily because of the age, but also because at times he don't look like he's all the way invested in it?
I just don't know if that's what I want.
Okay.
You know,
Man, never what I thought I've seen today. Well, my dog is like, bro, I think I'm kind of cool on Devontae. Man, I'm like, yo,
it's some guys out here that go get it. That
yeah,
receiver spot's a premium. Like,
I'm with you.
if I can go get that T. Higgins somehow,
You,
I'm seeing what he's doing. Like, I'm trying to go
man.
get that big speed. Looks attractive.
Okay. So let's see, who are other big speedy receivers that will be available? I see people talking about DK Metcalf, but you got to go trade to get that.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna see what DK got going.
I got to go trade to get that one though. That cost me too, don't he?
What do you need? Maybe we talk something, you know?
Because I could make the numbers work. I got the big bag over here, so maybe I know he want a new deal.
Trade like, here, take Russ back.
Oh, you funny. I'm gonna sign the deal. I'm gonna send it to you though. All right.
You know, because they want a quarterback.
They got your man Gino out there, man. Let your man Gino.
About drafting
they about to do Gino bad over there, bro. It's about to get real weird. It's about to get real weird over there, bro. Yeah. I was like, oh man. I said, oh no, they done with the Gino? No. Look, if they play any games, he could come to Pittsburgh. Nah, I ain't tripping. Gino come to Pittsburgh.
Gino to Pitt.
Hey, look, if they play any games, Gino could come to Pittsburgh, bro. Gino for certain, he would fit the offense. I ain't even tripping. I'm like not even trying to be funny. That. Like I would fit.
I love that.
For certain, he would fit.
Went to West Virginia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I love that.
For certain, he would fit, bro. And he tough. I already know what he on. Yeah.
I love that. He's a Steeler. I love that.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, if they play that, I don't know. I don't know if they play that game.
What they gearing up for, bro.
If they play that game, bro, I'm like, go get him.
Go get Gene Newton some receivers.
Hey, because he gonna cook. You already know he could cook.
Team Gino.
Gino proved that in Seattle. Gino just proved that in Seattle, bro. You get him, the receivers around him. He back foot in the ground, that ball coming out, man. And he got the big arm. Like, I already know what he on. And he can run. I already know what he on.
Bro, that's it, bro. Oh.
He just ain't been available because they signed him to the 100. But it's getting weird out there right now. I've been paying attention to the rumblings. I'm paying attention.
What you see,
yeah. So I'm like, if they do that, yeah. But until they do it, obviously, you can't go get him just yet. But I'm like, yo, if they do something weird, that's the one.
Pittsburgh makes all the sense in the world.
Bro, he's still on the right side in terms of age. Like you said, man.
He's a winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
And look, love the locker room element with him as well. But
he wins the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Him and GP click.
Come on, bro.
Oh, and then you go get him weapons.
Got to go get him a weapon, though. And that's the thing. But you think about that's what they did in Seattle. Weapons. In Seattle, that's what they did. You had DK. You brought Smith and Jigba. You still had Lockett out there. They brought the tight end boy over there. They had 3 different running backs for the man. Was lighting it up, and that's why they paid him. That's why he was giving you the quotables. They wrote me off. I ain't right back though. Come on, bro.
Gino know how to drive the car.
Come on, man. Gino ain't gonna crash the whip.
Gino's the one, bro.
Gino's
the answer, bro.
And he's affordable. That's the other part. Bro. He's very affordable. He's affordable.
I'm all in on this.
Yeah.
I'm carrying this with you. Now you've opened me up.
Okay.
So Pittsburgh.
Hey.
Let's make it happen.
Because I'm just saying, because even
let's make it happen.
Yeah, because I'm like, I still feel like, man, if you wanted to go the route of, all right, I still wanted to either draft a young quarterback or I wanted to bring Fields back. It's like, bro, Gino is still that dude that, man, could still be the guy to come in here and be your QB for this year, man, and lead any of them young dudes while they're trying to figure it out. Because he's already figured that part out. We just know that, yeah, he doesn't have the Lamar traits. He doesn't have the Josh Allen traits. But it's like, yo, Gino can still play this game at a high level, and that's why he's been in here for as long as he's been in here, man.
Bro, I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that.
Except, man, I just don't know if they're gonna do it. But I've been seeing I'm seeing the same thing you're seeing, bro.
You see
They
what I
keep
see? I
talking
see
like,
that.
yo, all right, they might go quarterback. I'm like, yo, if they go quarterback, you're not gonna. It wouldn't even be the Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy scenario because Sam Darnold wasn't paid the way that Geno was paid out there. You're not
And
about
they
to
trying to
take a
go
dude
get
in the
some. They
first or
sound like
the yeah. You're
they
not
sound
doing
like
that,
they going to get a quarterback
right?
early.
Yeah,
Like
you caught the same
I
thing
been
I
hearing.
caught. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been hearing that Ole Miss boy. I've been hearing
Uh-huh.
that stuff.
Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jackson.
Yeah.
No, Dart.
It's Jackson Dart. That's his name. Yeah.
Jackson
Yeah.
Dart. Yeah,
Like he's more of like the
man.
gunslinger type of yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I see that. I'm like, if you're gonna do that, you're not keeping Geno with the contract. You can't.
Right.
So you gonna move him, and if you move him, yeah, that's a no brainer. If we looking for a
I love
quarterback,
that,
yeah.
bro. I love that. As much as I'm jokingly serious, I love that.
Just
It
saying, bro.
makes all the sense in the world to me.
I'm just saying if while you're in the process of trying to figure out who's your long-term dude, to me, that's an option. If we just going down those different versions of it, it's like, yo, that is just as appealing because of certain elements to that thing, man. But he also, like I said, has done a lot in the sense of what you saw him do in Seattle. And I think that's the thing that really has me more open to Geno is what he did in Seattle, man. Seeing the dude go out there after having the field stops, right? After, all right, it flamed out in New York. Man, you go out that joint and then you change the whole narrative on you, man, and you weren't even supposed to get the opportunity for real. They moved on from Russ. Drew Lock he's like sick in training camp. Remember that?
Yeah.
Opens the door for Geno, and then he started hooping ever since then, man.
They wrote me off. I didn't write back.
That's literally that. And when I think of, and shout out to Rod Dollar, he brought up Geno, and he says Geno or Jameis Winston. The beautiful part is Geno don't turn the ball over like Jameis.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
It ain't even a debate, man, because Jameis, he going to throw you in it, and he going to throw you out it, all in the same spot. Geno, man, he's smart with the football. He plays the quarterback position the right way.
Though,
yeah.
bro.
No, facts on it, bro. Geno could throw that route. He got a big arm and he can run, bro. Yeah.
Whatever. I love that. Like, that's the one. He would fix it. And he went to West Virginia. He's locally enough.
You know he's local with it.
It makes sense.
Yeah. And for certain, you selling that, bro. For certain, man, like the fan base, man, you getting behind it. You know what I mean?
People get behind you.
Like I said, man, but to me, I think because that number as well, you're not talking about paying him 35, 40. You're not talking about having to pay Geno that. And I think that's the other part that when you're talking about adding weapons, plural, you have that type of flexibility while still having a quarterback that can play really good football. I'm saying.
I love it.
Shout out to Geno, man. We're going to see, though, man. We're going to see. I don't know if Seattle going to do it, man. I don't know if Seattle willing to move on from him, but I saw the same. I've been seeing the same thing. So if they play that game, just know, like, yeah. And it's not even a slight. And I know some people at times, man, have heard like how I get excited about some of these quarterbacks. Like, hey, bro, are you anti-Fields? It's not that I'm anti-Fields. It's just we're talking about some of these guys that when we bring their names, that they're just more proven. Yeah.
I don't know what he did in there. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like,
every time I bring that up, that's the part that is, I'm like, yo, what's taking so long?
Yeah.
To say
Justin Fields. Like, I think that's the guy. Like, the youth, I just think everything about that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think he showed his arm is well enough to do what he needed to do. It feels like, to me, to be honest with you, and I know it's going to sound crazy, it feel like the Russ effect backfired on it. Because it almost like they look at him like the two.
I mean, you're not off. Because
you know I mean?
I'm with you. It's like once I see you as the little brother, you're always little brother.
Yeah. It feels like they felt like, all right, because even the packages they gave him, they didn't try to put it in his hand to throw it. They told him to run it. You know? Like, it's almost like they looked at him like you are the athlete.
Yeah.
Like, rather than the weapon.
But can we also say he kind of linked into that as well, though? Because it wasn't like we ever heard him be disgruntled about it. And we're not saying that that's a negative because that's not who he is. I would agree. I would agree, but that does lead you to be looked at like that as well, though, when you're cool with, all right, bro, I'm down with doing this. This is good teammate stuff, man. Let me come in and do this little bit of run package where you're clearly going to say, you're only running the football. We're not taking any chances with you throwing the football, right? Outside that one throw in Cleveland in the snow. That's the part where I'm like, well, you kind of are cool with it in that sense. Now, granted, I know it's in the season, but this is the same information that we kind of looking at and saying like, dang, does that kind of play a role into why they might be viewing you how they're viewing you? And I don't know, could it?
I think it do though.
Yeah, because as all the information is popping off right now, I'm like, how long do it take for them to say they love him?
They don't even sound like they like him.
Every time it's a big quarterback, y'all the first one's linked, and it's always some type of real legs.
Josh Allen phone call says a lot. I mean, not Josh Allen phone call.
The Trevor joint.
Trevor Lawrence phone call.
Yeah.
That's like we're looking for something.
Yeah, like, hey, you might not be putting him on the market, but we calling anyways. I'm asking. Yeah, it's like, oh, you said Stafford, Matthew Stafford. You might not be available just yet, but I'm just calling anyways. Just know we on the hunt. We're looking for something. That's like aggressive. That. It's aggressive.
It's very aggressive.
And when you clear up the 50 plus M's that they've cleared up with this cap, you like, bro,
I just don't know who that is.
What are you doing? Who is that? What are you getting? I seen somebody, man, brought up Kirk. I'm like, bro, Kirk, you're not doing that. And if you and you wouldn't need to, no way. If the Falcons were to release Kirk, you like, bro, you gonna get him on the rest deal. You gonna get him on the mill, and the Falcons gonna be paying all that. Yeah.
Kirk kind of got to prove himself again.
Yeah, but Kirk financially is gonna still be paid because Atlanta has all that guaranteed money still tied up in him. Very similar to what the Russ situation was. Right. No different than and even Rodgers' situation is gonna be like that. If they releasing them,
get those guys for basically free.
And that changes how we look at Russ. That changes how we look at Rodgers. That changes how you look at Kirk Cousins when you're talking about getting the dudes for crumbs.
I think that's why people low key like the Aaron name because it's Aaron. It's still Aaron,
and it's cheap now.
Free, and it did look good towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. And when you
did start to kind of get it together, and not to be like that, but you can get a Devontae with it, like I do. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, when you talk about Rodgers, like you said, Aaron Rodgers, if you're paying $40 million, that ain't as appealing. Aaron Rodgers, if you paying $35 million, all right, that ain't as appealing either. Aaron Rodgers, though, when you talking about, all right, you can get him for 20, you might get him for 10. You like, hold on now, bro. I ain't too cool to, say I can't pay that man that money. Like, Aaron Rodgers is still, he's closer to the better guys than he is the worst guys. I tell you that. In terms of quarterback play last year and even going forward this year, I still would take him over a lot of the other dudes, whether we talking rookies or guys that have been in this league. Because Aaron Rodgers, that's what he is. That's his body of work. So when you're talking about him at a discounted, almost stupidly discounted rate, that changes a lot of how we view him.
I'd rather you sit on Geno.
So
I'd rather you sit on Geno. If you're not gonna bring Fields back, then you gotta sit on somebody. Like you gotta sit on Stafford, or you gotta sit on like a Geno or
versus doing the Rodgers, because you could still do a Rodgers on a 1-2. I mean, obviously, you got to see what it look like in one.
Yeah, I think you can sit on that. I don't think that's going nowhere, though.
And it's going to be cheaper. So you can still add a lot. You can still add. Fair. I see what you're doing there. That's fair.
Yeah, you can sit on that.
You think it'll wait that long?
I think it has to.
I don't think it has to. I think it depends on what the Jets say. It depends on how quickly they put them out there on the open market. Because if they hold it to post till after the draft to release him, then you just gotta wait on it. But
I think he make you sit on it, and he's dangerous. He'll retire.
Oh, facts. Yeah, you notice that's you got to be careful with Rodgers.
Yeah,
he's very cantankerous. He's very temperamental, bro. You know how he is, man. He don't like it.
He'll mess around and retire.
Now what?
Yeah,
shit.
Cool.
Yeah, go back into the darkness, bro. So I feel what you said on that. But
he's like,
it's Rodgers though.
Like I don't mean to be like that, but he'll mess around and really just, man, I'm done.
Yeah.
And like almost like not
like what the man Barry Sanders did. He ain't talking like that, right?
Almost like what's my man that for the
I know you ain't about to say Vontae Davis.
Nah,
Who you
wow,
talking about?
I can't believe I'm having that moment.
Yeah,
But
bro,
like
you bringing up, bro. That's because you got
like
all
an
them names you
Andrew
worried
Luck.
about, right?
Like an Andrew Luck.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
man,
that
I'm
was
done.
tough. That
Mhm.
man did it in a preseason
Where
game. You
where
like,
it's
hey,
like that
son,
he
what
done
you
took
doing?
you there. And that's what
Yeah,
I mean. Like he done took you all the way there
that's
and then
tough.
kinda like, you know
That's
what, I'm
tough.
done.
Yeah, people was
Like
low
he
key pissed with Andrew Luck behind that too, bro. Yeah,
man, people like that. That's a lot. He was our quarterback.
that
We
man said,
playing
"Yo,
for you.
Rodgers for certain." I can see that. He mad with you. You mad with him. All right, I'm gonna retire, and I'm announcing on McAfee's show, so you wouldn't
Yeah.
even get to know ahead of time. You like, bro, this is crazy,
Yeah,
man.
he'll do that.
But when you think about how talented he is, though, is he worth that risk to you? Is he worth that
Yeah.
risk? Because he
I
still
mean,
got juice. I mean, you saw the same stuff I saw at the end of the season.
I thought he played well towards the end of the year. I
Mm-hmm.
thought he started to look like him again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and it's
I'm
further
not in a
removed from the
hurry
Achilles.
I'm just not in a hurry to bring that in there.
Okay,
Like as much as I like, and I love Aaron. You know, I'm an Aaron
I,
guy. I think besides
bro,
Pat, it's Aaron.
the fact that you've been like slow on the Devontae Adams and the Aaron Rodgers, I'm like,
I'm
bro,
just
we
kind
are
of
we really going to a different? It's a changing of the guard? Is that what's
yeah. I
taking
just think we
place?
kind of done with that one.
Like,
That movie was
man,
cool.
bro, that's
Like what else? I'm
wow.
more. If we got to do it, I would love to do it. No,
Okay,
let me not say that. Like it's not a punishment. Like it's a good deal. It's a good deal. Let's see if it works here. You know, it didn't work there,
so if you
but
had to do, oh, I got a little echo on your end too, bro. But you said so basically, if you have to go this approach of give me the senior group, you would roll with the group of all seniors and pray that, hey
you,
man, I seen
you
y'all
can
do it
go.
before, let's go.
You can
But
go with the varsity.
yeah,
Like
but you
that's the
prefer the
varsity.
upside young cats though.
But I like the young boys.
Respect,
You know, I'd like
respect.
to see what that is. Like I like to see what you can. It's some receivers out here. Some guys that go get that. You know.
So you just like, man, I could just go younger. I mean, I dig it. I dig it. I'm still so torn, man, between young, unproven versus the warship. The Aaron Rodgers, the Russell Wilsons, the guys that I've seen do it, and I've been able to emotionally be a part of those moments.
I feel
You know
that.
what I mean? Like, I'm not a prisoner to it, but I hold that in high regard because you and me
You
both
remember.
know, man, it's a lot of dudes out here
It's hard to do it.
that can't do that, bro. It's a
It's hard to
lot
do
of
it.
them,
You got
bro.
something to prove. Go with the
Man,
known
you used to
and
be
leave
like,
the unknown left alone.
come on, bro. How many times, TG, have we seen the dude and we like, yo, he has all the potential in the world.
All that.
But man, that potential gonna get you fired, bro. Oh man, we just waiting on it, bro. And
Yeah, to get you beat.
you know what I mean? So when I see the dudes that have done it, I'm like, bro, what if it could find the fountain of youth just one more time?
Would you take? And I know, like
Talk
you
to
said
me.
it, but would you take would you take my man from Atlanta?
Kirk?
Would you take Kirk?
It has to be
Captain Kirk?
it has to be the Russ deal where they're simply going to release / move on, and I'm
So
getting him on the mill only deal. Like that was the
so
Russ
would you
deal.
take so would you take Aaron or would you take Kirk?
What's the
And I know that
so
like
are my numbers the same or am I
the
paying
numbers
more for
about the
Rodgers?
same.
If the numbers are
You
the
paying
same,
them
if the numbers are the
you
same, I'm
paying
gonna go
more for
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Yeah, if the numbers
Obviously
are
you
the
pay
same,
more
I'm
for
going for
Rodgers.
Rodgers. But if I gotta pay more, then honestly, I'm looking at
You go with
Kirk,
Kirk.
and I'm just saying, yeah, bro, where I'm at right now, like,
And you get weapons
and I'm gonna
around
just
him.
load it up, bro, fast.
That's good.
And look, and I'm gonna say, and the other part is this: the two things for me are number one with Kirk. I know he can run the system. He's a third foot in the ground, ball out, fifth step in the
Yeah.
ground, ball out
1, 2,
on
3
time.
throw.
Arthur Smith wants system. Arthur Smith wants to have, yo, this is what we do. We run, play action, pass. Boom. This is where I want you to look. Kirk can do that. I already know that. He just needs the weapons around him. And I feel like him being further removed from the Achilles, and he's younger than Rodgers, his mobility, I think, has a better chance of coming back sooner to form than
So
Rodgers.
you would go get Sam Darnold in a heartbeat.
No, because Sam is going to cost me
He's gonna
35 to
cost
40
a lot
million.
more.
I don't want to pay that.
Okay.
Kirk,
So you still want to be
right.
cheap.
Yes.
You want to stay on the path you did.
Yeah.
You
So when you're bringing up Kirk, I'm essentially getting him, but somebody else is paying for him. I love the talent. I just don't want to pay for it because the talent with the cost, it isn't force multiplier enough.
Okay.
And that's the Dak Prescott argument. If I get Dak for $1 million, heck yeah, give me Dak. Dak for 60, I'm like, absolutely not. Because Dak can't do enough for me to be paying him 60. You feel me? Like, Dak, you probably like 40 mil, and now I can get the pieces around you to cook, but you cost too much.
You wanted the draft coming up. Maybe it's somebody you like in the draft. Maybe you move up.
Man, don't you do me like that this draft, bro. Who you liking out here in this draft, bro?
I'm just like, maybe you move up.
Because to me, and it's not even in the sense of like, because I know the way that it might come off is like, man, I'm just trying to cut corners. I'm not. I'm trying to get the closest I can find to proven without, or in this situation, without losing all of my money where I can't bring in something with it. I feel like going to get Sam Darnold, I'm paying a ton. I'm not getting the force multiplier that I want. And now I'm cutting into my reserves of being able to add another weapon to help him out. I'm looking for that one that's, like I said, the Russ situation. Very talented, but for some reason it didn't work out where you were at, so they on the hook for your cash, and now I get the $40 million guy, but it only cost me $1 million to take him. That's what I'm trying to hunt down, man. Until I find that guy I really want to draft. I don't like Shador versus Cam Ward. I don't love either one. Like, not to the point where I'm willing to move all the way up to what I would have to move up to go get them. Like, I don't love either one of them like that.
I feel that.
Yeah, I'm like, it was different when you talk to Caleb Williams or even when Trevor Lawrence was coming. I was like, okay, yeah, if you really, man, you can love them dudes. It's easy to love them. Now you go get them. With Shador, is certain things that I'm still gonna have questions about. With Cam, it's still certain things that I got questions about. And if I got questions about you, I can't do that type of jump. Like Caleb, I'm like, bro, yeah, like Caleb was like, bro, this is Caleb Williams. Like, we get it. Trevor Lawrence, like, yo, we get it. Andrew Luck, we get Cam Newton, bro, we get it.
Okay.
With them two, I'm like, yo, y'all nice. I ain't saying you're not nice. I'm not saying I wouldn't want you on my team, but I'm not willing to move up into the top fives to go get either one of y'all like that. Not from where we coming from in 21. No, bro, heck no. So if I can't get that, then that's the approach I'm taking with these quarterbacks, man.
What about like a Dart though? Jackson Dart.
I like him. I don't like him as my day one starter. I look at him like how I was looking at Minnesota when they were going to run it with JJ McCarthy this year. When they were just going to come out just like, yo, draft JJ. He won the Natty. Let's put him out here. He be QB1. I'm like, now I don't like that.
Okay.
So with Jackson, I'm like, yeah, if I'm bringing him in to sit behind one of these vets that I'm talking about, heck, I like that a lot more. Yeah. And that's why I'm open to a Jackson Dart. I'm open to a Jalen Milroe, even though you feel like he's going early in that first. I'm like, if Milroe was available in that second, man, I'm pulling that. I'm like, if Woodhouseville, I'm pulling on that. But I'm like doing that so they can kind of sit. Yeah, I'm doing that so they can get that chance to like vibe behind whatever my super, janky deal on a vet quarterback is. And that's kind of how I'm still in both sides with that. And I've reset the clock because he's a young rookie. So I ain't really on the hook in terms of big money with him.
But can you keep playing that game?
But my hope is whichever one of these draft picks, hopefully that's the end to that game. Hopefully that's my Jalen Hurts in there. Whether it's Milroe, Howard, Jackson Dart, hopefully that's my version of the Jalen Hurts. That's my version of the Lamar Jackson. Your
CJ Stroud. Your guy of the future.
Yeah, like that's how I'm trying to do it.
I just feel like you've been playing that game for a minute,
But you know how it go. If you don't have Ben Roethlisberger, this is what you got to do.
Yeah, you play that game for a long time.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to come out of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just think if you can buy one, and I just don't know who that is. Like I'll be honest with you. I love Geno out of everything you said.
Yeah.
I like the Geno one. I think that's the guy. Like if that could sort out somehow, I think you found a way to do that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like I said, I wasn't even planning that as we came in here, bro. But it was just like it was on the radar. It's for certain on the radar.
I don't love anybody though. I'm with you. I don't really love anybody. You can just. I love Justin Fields. Like I love that.
Yeah.
The fact that doesn't make sense. I'm like, all right, well. Maybe you do go get Matt Stafford, like you sit on that,
Yeah.
But
now, even with Stafford, I'm like, do I like Stafford more than I like Rodgers? Do I like Stafford more than I would, if I'm going out there and just trying to get me one? Like, I don't know. I'd rather call Kyler Murray up first. Like, hey, Kyler, what's up, bro? Like, I know you probably ain't available, but what's up anyway? I'm curious. Like,
I don't like Kyler Murray.
You don't?
I think you get Justin Fields for Kyler Murray.
That's tough. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
tough.
And don't you have to trade for Kyler Murray?
Oh, facts, you do. Facts. But I think Kyler is pretty daggone good, bro. He's just a little short.
Yeah.
But he
I think Justin
good,
Fields is good too, though. Now you get Justin Fields for Kyler Murray.
That's tough. Okay. All right.
You just go figure that out.
Okay.
Because I thought Kyler Murray too.
But see, to me, Kyler has proven more than Justin Fields. That's my problem. I'm like,
I don't think so.
You don't? Oh, baby. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
What makes Kyler more proven than Justin Fields?
What makes him not more? He's more developed as a passer. He can run just as good. Yes. And he's been forced to, while being out there in Arizona with the crazy situations of coaches being fired, GMs being switched over and everything in between, he's their constant, him and James Conner.
Like, they say he's gotten coaches fired.
He has.
And I'm not saying he's bad. Like, he's a good player.
No, but they say, yeah, he get you up out of there, though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, remember, that was the Call of Duty guy. So
I just think you can get Justin Fields for that.
I think Justin Fields has the framework to develop into, and I don't think he's far off from it. I just still think that Kyler's further along though than Justin Fields right now.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with that.
Okay. I like it then.
I don't agree with that.
I like it. Mm-hmm. So what does Justin Fields to you do better than Kyler right now?
I mean, honestly, I think he runs better. I think this might sound great. I think Kyler scrambles better.
I know what you mean.
Kyler,
yeah, a different, more elusive to throw it. Yeah. Whereas Fields is going, when he tuck that thing, he hitting it.
Yeah, I think he's a way better runner than him. Mm-hmm. I think their arm are equal. I think they both.
You think the arms are equal? I think Kyler arm nicer. I think it's stronger and has more touch on it.
I think Kyler's arm talent is better.
Which matters a lot more at this level too.
But I think they both have big arms. Like
big arms, yes. But we've seen big arms. I'm talking about you got the touch on it. Kyler got touch on his ball, bro. Like, pause. I ain't like how that sound right there. But jeez, man, made me throw my train of thought off, man. But to me, man, I think that Kyler, just in terms of how he throws the football, I think that's the separation. I think what you're saying is accurate about Fields when he puts that, like when he tucks it and goes. That's special. But I also think that, man, when Kyler's throwing that rock, man, you seen how he scrambled around and he throw that thing, you like, bro, how did he complete that one? How you do that one? Yeah. How'd you even see that one?
I think they're more of the same, though.
They are. They very much are similar. Like, they're closer to each other than any of these other dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, like, just what do you want? What kind do you want?
Yeah. I like it. Hey, man, this the fun part about this time of year, though, bro. And because of where we are right now, yeah, we're going to continue to be in this quarterback hunt until they give us info or all these other names that keep getting linked to us officially sign other places. Because I feel like every single time, bro, this quarterback's available. Yeah, he's been reported to Steelers like him. Yeah, Steelers have interest. Oh, does he have interest in Steelers? Yeah, all right, he got interest in him. He's like, hey, all right, bro, that's another one to the list. Okay. All right.
It's not like any quarterback
is on our
quarterback.
Yeah. But once again, to me, it's like, how can that be the case if you feel like you got the answer in house? That's the thing they keep, like, if you feel you got the guy, why do we keep getting rumored to liking other guys?
But I feel like they don't love him because they haven't made that happen.
Yeah.
Like, they may like him, they don't love him.
Yeah. No, that's facts. I could dig that. I could definitely dig that. All right. All righty. Well, man, let me ask you about this other situation real quick, man, because we did fill a coaching void. We know Aaron Curry had left to join the Jets coaching staff. Excuse me, when we didn't retain his services. But with that, man, we went ahead and over the weekend hired Scott McCurley to be our linebackers coach. So quick update on Scott McCurley. Obviously, or not obviously, he's a Pittsburgh product, Newcastle, PA. Played in the Whipple at Mohawk High School. Played football, college football at Pitt University, 99 to 2002. First was on the Pitt coaching staff as a graduate assistant when he first finished up playing. Then in 2006, he joined the Packers staff and was with them up until 2018. And in that time frame, he was their assistant linebackers coach from 2014 to 17, and he had different roles, obviously, as coaching, administration, defensive quality control coach, defensive assistant as well in that process. Took 2019 off, and then 2020, he was in Dallas with the Cowboys, and he's been there up until we just hired him. Some of the players that he's coached directly as the linebackers coach for the Cowboys is Micah Parsons, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Leighton Vander Esch, Jalen Smith, and DeMarvion Overshown. And then obviously, I know you might know some of these names from his Green Bay time, but guys like A.J. Hawk, Clay Matthews, Blake Martinez, and Julius Peppers were out there as the linebackers when he was, like I said, as the assistant linebackers coach out in Green Bay. Nice. So Scott McCurley, man, brings in a ton of experience. Along with, you've seen multiple players develop under him to different levels of stardom. So, what are your thoughts been on the hire, broski?
I like it. Pitt guy from Pitt, Pitt Park Blue Blood.
Homegrown.
Went to Pitt, but that's nice. Know the area, know where he's at, the culture. Know what's looking for, know what's expected.
Yeah.
And it's a good hire.
Coach
T, Coach T know what he's doing in a sense. I think Pitt guy, so it's like, I think that culture, the part is important.
Yeah.
Like having guys that understand what truly is, what it means.
Yeah. And like
what
you said, whether him as the player part, him playing at Pitt, obviously being around the city, you know this from being here, from playing here, man. That black and gold, it hit different. Like the city feel it, the city knows. So it's like if you grow up around it, it's a certain pride that you're going to have in terms of how you communicate with these dudes, in terms of how they, show up to work every day, man. And yeah, that's definitely one of those things that I could see Scott, man, being a nice piece in terms of promoting that type of stuff, man.
I'm sure he's ecstatic, man. Like, being from Pitt, going to Pitt, and the Steelers, like, that's the trifecta.
Come on, man. He had the James Conner on these folk, bro. That's the Bill Cowell on him, man. Hey, man, I just wanted to be able to coach the squad, man. I'm from the city. Like, man, I gotta make it to that one. Yeah.
So, it's dope.
No.
Congrats.
Facts on that, man. Facts.
Thought we would have seen, like, Shazier sighting.
I'm interested to see, him or Vince, right?
Or Vince sighting.
I'll be interested to see, though, do you think they could come back as assistants in the role? Because obviously we know where they were currently, showing, or where they currently were at on the staff. That would still be an upgrade via the title part of it.
Definitely. I think that's the quote-unquote experience part. But you see guys like Navarro Bowman get in there.
I seen that. Boeing hasn't had the experience that like Kelvin Shepard has had. Yeah, Bo was, I think was his first year last year. And then he was like, yo, take the sticks. Or you in contention for the sticks. Was it San Fran that was interviewing him for it? So yeah, that's big time, bro.
But guys know how to do it. It's just doing it. Like, you live it.
Yeah.
You understand it, So it's just opportunity, Opportunity.
Yeah.
But that's dope. That really is.
Nah, so like you said, man, shout out to Scott McCurley, man.
Salute, man.
Hey, look, I'm sure we're gonna bump into him soon enough when we get down there, man. You know what time it is, man. When the gang get back together.
That's a big deal, though, man.
No, facts, man. You the linebackers coach of the
The
Pittsburgh
line-
Steelers, bro. You know what that is,
yeah,
man. Hey,
it's a culture thing. Like,
come on, bro.
like you expect. It's like the linebacker of the Steelers is like it's like wearing 7 at LSU. It's like that. It's like that.
Yeah.
You're that guy. You're 11 at Penn State. Like,
Hey, I forgot who we was talking with, man. We was all at the Steelers. We was like, yo, playing linebacker in Pittsburgh is like playing wide receiver somewhere else. It's like playing running back somewhere else. Like, they know you. Like, you matter here.
Yeah.
Other places, they don't care about the linebackers here. They gonna be like, yo, that's such and such. We know you. We know you. Yeah, bro. That's real, man.
Linebacker,
Yeah, that's real.
It's a big deal.
That's real.
So, what a time.
Nah, man. Facts on that, bro.
Nice.
Facts on that. Well, shoot,
Nice.
man. It's about to be a little 10 o'clock, man. But I ain't gonna hold you up too long. Like I said, I know you. Every time I look, I'm like, bro, you don't sleep, man. Y'all boys don't sleep. Why is it always like pitch black when y'all out there working out on the football field, man? Yeah.
We get up early.
Bruh. I'm like, hey, bro, shout out to you, man. By the time I see it, I'm like, oh, yeah, they been done with this workout. I'm going to still like it, though. All right, I'm going to throw the fire emoji on you, man. So keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing. Shoot, a year from now, man, we'll be over here like, hey, bro, all right, I seen you coach this kid, man. All right, should we draft him? All right, you draft that one? You know that's what's going to go to next now. All right. But, hey, man.
Don't have a good day. Make it a good day.
Ooh. Okay. I hear you. We ain't having, we're going to make them then. Let's make this a good day then, baby. So shout out to you.
Don't have a good day. Make it a good day.
Let's go. In the words of Coach Garvin. I hear you, Coach Garvin. I hear you. Well, shoot, man. I guess final thing I got for you, it ain't got nothing to do with any of this football stuff. You heard that new Drake album yet, though? You know what I'm saying?
Heard it yet.
You ain't heard it yet? Oh, come on, bro.
Did he come back hard?
He came back in the right way when you've had the summer that he had. You go back to your bag of, hey, man, I know how to do these love vocals. I know how to give you a couple hard rap songs, like a couple of them bars. You know, he got a couple of them. But as a whole, it was like, yo, let me get back in the right bag right here. Let me get back in that singing, rapping. Like, yeah, he in that poet vibe. You feel me? So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like,
under attack.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? Sometimes get back into that lane that you like. You know, Drake got that lane. That let me get emotional, but we're gonna do it on a nice beat. I'm gonna be singing to the strippers, but at the same time, I got some bars for the fellas. Is that vibe?
Go back to you.
Is that vibe? I was like, yo, I like that. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm a Drake fan. I like that type. Yeah, you ain't gotta prove it to them. Stay away from that. Get back to what you do, bro. Yeah.
Do you?
Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. So shoot, I think you go rock with it drop when you get a chance to tap into it though, man.
Check it out.
Yeah, man. But he went back to the back. I'm like, hey, that's Old Faith right there. It's like
Box. You know, I always get my music from you.
Come on, bro. So man, we good with it, man. We good with it. And you know, next time we hoping we get another Future drop soon. All right. But other than that though, man, everything's solid, baby. Everything good. So we'll spin the block. I guess I'll talk to you in 2 days, fella. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog and them. Let's get it, man. But shoot, man, I'll holler at you, baby. Peace. There it is. Shout out to the homie TG. If y'all was digging what we was on, man, hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you new to the channel. Hit the homie TG, man. I'm taking some time to chop it up with the gang. Love when we got that, man. That's my dude now, man. Like I said, man, got a lot of history with TG, man. Holy smokes, man. But that my dog in them. Alrighty. Got some supers. Let's clean this up. And yeah, man, get ready to, hit the late night. Flow Grown 420. Shout out to Flow Grown 420 as well. He says, Russ brings leadership to a very young offense and could help develop a young QB if he doesn't play better. Which I agree, man. I think those are all the things that make Russ appealing, that makes just the sense of that veteran quarterback, whether it is Russ or like we was talking about on the phone, man, Roger, any of these other type of dudes, man. Those are the type of guys that I am intrigued by because of the fail-safe of if it doesn't work. If the plan that, hey, whatever quarterback we're projecting to be QB1, whether it's Fields, Joe Milton, Jalen Milrose, Sam Darnold, all these other dudes, right? We all are making the assumption that everything is going to go perfect to plan and these guys are going to develop, help us win a championship, right? But in the, less likely scenario where it might not actually work out, sunshine and rainbows, I do like the fact of having that guy that could still provide mentorship, could still provide veteran leadership. I think that is something that we do want to stay mindful of while we're making these decisions, because there is a scenario where whoever we do commit to as QB1 could not work out. And if that is the case, you do not want that guy to be disgruntled or become cancerous to the QB room or that locker room. So all of those things matter. And why am I saying that? Aaron Rodgers, to me, is not going to go quietly into that dark night. He will buck if, you want to go a different direction. Whereas we talked about Russ, we don't anticipate Russ having that type of energy, or even a Kirk Cousins type having that type of energy, just for the conversation's purpose, because obviously we know what Cousins, where he's at right now. Tito with the good vibes. Shout out to Tito, good vibes, man. Hopefully you had a rock star Valentine's Day with your wifey. I know you team date your lady, and that's what I like. I support team date your lady over here, all right? But shout out to Tito with the good vibes, man. Paying it forward, being an absolute rock star at life. Gifting Upper Room membership to, and I don't see it anymore, but shout out to Tito, and to that individual, welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Tito, man. Hey, look, man, me and wifey, we went to go see the high school girls basketball. They had their first round of the playoffs, and it's crazy because I'm actually to that age now where these are all the girls that played with like my oldest when she was hooping before she stopped. So it's like, yo, I'm really seeing them out there. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But me and wife was out there enjoying our time, having that mommy daddy time at the game. Then after that, like I said, man, we hit the movies over the weekend, man. Saw Hard Eyes, a little scary movie. You know what I'm saying? Got to have a little scary movie live. All right. So shout out to it though, man. Shout out. And I like how you peeped my shoes too in the picture too, man. You slick with it, man. I like your energy, man. For all my sneakerheads out there, Kicking It with Moats is the YouTube channel where we all talk flat kicks, fresh fits, and everything in between. But yes, man, the homie did peep me. He was like, hey, bro, I like them shoes you got on. A little Como de Garçon, little Chuck T. Jones, you know what I'm saying, man? Shout out to the sneakerheads out there, all right? But yes, man, appreciate you, Tito, man, the way that you show love and support all the content that gets dropped, man. Definitely means a lot from the heart. Alrighty, let's go. UW. He says the only QB, in my opinion, who would be a realistic improvement over Russ or Fields that we could trade for would be Dak Prescott if Dallas is willing to move on. Signing Aaron Rodgers would be a lot of people's 13th reason why. Hey, shout out to Let's Go UW, all right? Shout out to the Netflix series, the TV show 13 Reasons Why. If you know, you know. I like the combo right there. Shout out to you, Let's Go UW. That was pretty dope right there. All right, that was pretty dope. My man said, yo, you sign him, that's the 13th reason. It's over. All right. But I can agree about no Rodgers. I don't know if I can necessarily agree about Dak Prescott. Because if you're trading for Dak, you got to trade for $60 million per year. I don't like that part with Dak. Not in the least bit. And I think that puts too much of a strain on the roster. Now, if you're talking about Dak and it's $40 million, it's a different conversation. Heck, Dak at $45 million, different conversation. But you don't get him at that. You got to give him at 60. Because the Cowboys, they ain't about to just, you take him, we're going to pay him. No, we ain't doing that. So that's the only part to me that I can't all the way agree with in terms of Dak. But talent-wise, yeah. But there's a reason why Dak is getting $60 million. But there's also a reason why, since he's gotten $60 million, we're all looking at him like, hey, bro, now how you going to make that work without this because you got the 60? That's how that thing goes, man. So kind of pausing on Dak, man. All right. Unfortunately, I got to pause on Dak. And shout out to X Concepts as well, man. He's showing love. He says, yo, Arthur Moats 52 is a great channel too. Support the real one. 5-5. Hey, nah, salute to the homie, man. All right. Yeah, that's the Bills channel. All right. Y'all know how it is over here. Man, so, sometimes, but I ain't want to be promoting that too much on this channel, all right? Because it's Steelers fans over here. But yeah, for the Bills people out there, I was an alumni over there, man. When you're an alum, you talk that talk wherever it's set, man. You just can't help yourself, all right? So, yes, man, for Bills people over there, I shout out to y'all for that, all right? You funny. X-Con says, but no, you do be tapping in there. I do appreciate you from the heart. You already know, big time salute. Big time salute. All righty. Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, going back to that Dak thing, man, they would have to, for certain, like, cut him and be taking on a lot of that contract because we're not paying $60 million for Dak Prescott. No, it's the reason why you look at the Cowboys, you're like, why y'all paying $60 million for Dak Prescott? Because y'all decided to make a bad decision. All right, Dak was Dak. You had to pay him. You weren't gonna move on from him because if you did, who was gonna replace him? Dak's a 4,000+ yard passer, man. He can cook it up. He can get you 40 of them tutties. There's not a lot of dudes walking this earth that can do that at that level, man. But when you start paying him 60, it's like, yeah. So I don't see that. That's like the ultimate pipe dream. Like I said, I think we got a way better chance of Trevor Lawrence being the quarterback of the Steelers in 2025 than we got Dak Prescott being the quarterback of the Steelers. All right. And I even think with the Lawrence thing, it's like, I didn't even see why they would be interested in moving on from him. I see why we would want him, but why would they want to move on from him? That's, so with Dallas, it's a similar thing. It's like, yeah, you might want to move on because of the $60 million, but you don't have the luxury to move on because we're not taking 60. Absolutely not. No. All righty. Final super chat that just pulled up as well, man. Salute to you, Anthony. He says, would you trade for Joe Milton from the Patriots? Not sure if you spoke on this yet. Man, so would I trade for Joe Milton with the Patriots? Good question. Let's talk about it, right? Obviously, when you're talking about Joe Milton, we know what, former 6th-round draft pick from a year ago, big body quarterback, man, 6'5", 246, can do backflips. TG lets us know that all the time. He's a big fan of quarterbacks that can do backflips. Fits the unicorn profile, man. In terms of massive frame, big arm, can run. Those are all the things that you're looking for in today's unicorn at quarterback. So he does check a lot of those boxes off. But at the same time, it's like, man, you're talking about a kid that was a super late round draft pick. So we have multiple chances to take him, even if we wanted him. But a lot of teams, including us, didn't really see the appeal in his production to warrant a higher draft compensation for him. So that's the first thing that kind of makes me skeptical. The second thing is, man, if, I'm telling you all these intangibles that he has, all these different things, why are the Patriots already ready to move on from him if, they don't, if they see the same type of traits that I'm bringing off? It's like, man, that's the part that also makes me a little bit hesitant on him. But then from there, man, I also feel like I'm going further away from what I'm trying to get to, which is that franchise guy, the proven QB1 that I can go ahead and say, I want you to be my franchise guy for the next 5 to 10 years. Fields is closer to that, and Fields still has some ways to go. When you talk Joe Milton, I feel like he's further away than Justin Fields. So with him, I'm like, I would much rather stick with Justin Fields. If we're comparing Justin Fields to Joe Milton, that's my approach with it, man. I like Joe Milton. Like I said, he's a unicorn. He has all the intangibles, but to me, Fields just is further along. It's more proven. So I'd much rather stick with Fields. All right. I do see Jamal McCullum asking about Jacoby Brissett over Joe Milton. I like Brissett over Milton, but I like Fields over Brissett, if that makes sense. I think Brissett could come in here and run the offense, but to me, I don't think the upside or his floor is high enough to where I wouldn't want to have Justin Fields out there instead. To me, Justin Fields would be the best option out of all of those dudes, the Jacoby Brissetts, the Joe Miltons of the world. I'm rolling with Justin Fields anytime over those guys. But when you bring Justin Fields and compare him to some of the more proven quarterbacks, the Rodgers, the Cousins, like I said, man, even the Kyler Murrays and the Russell Wilsons of the world, to me, that's where it becomes a little bit more of a debate. Whereas, like I said, man, Fields versus Milton or Brissett, I'm going Fields, and I'm not thinking twice about that one. But shout out to you, Anthony, for that, man. I definitely can dig that right there, man. That's a nice little way to end it tonight, all right? So hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. If y'all did, hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Like I said, man, we're going to keep doing these things on the late night, man. Vibing out multiple shows per week, man. But like I said, that will conclude tonight's show. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Will we spin in the block though? All right. Wednesday night, man, back in the saddle. TG at 9 p.m., man. Plenty to discuss. And probably in about a week, man. In about a week. Because the combine will be upon us. It'll be about for real that time to start all the way deep diving into them combine or into those college prospects, man. Might have to start dropping the mock drafts too, man. I seen some of y'all sending them in. All right. We ain't ready just yet. All right, about another week, and then another week we open up the floodgates. All right, another week. Don't send it in too early though. Don't send it in too early just yet. All right, but for certain, man, we're gonna keep building this thing out, man. But yeah, we about a week away, man, because combine is coming up, man. And I know y'all want to talk to those players, man. All the new exciting young Thundercats. Who's gonna come and help the black and gold out, baby? We'll shoot them just as hype as y'all. All right, but like I said, man, appreciate y'all from the heart, and y'all stay safe out there. And as always, until next time, baby. Peace.